time being, I'll move it over there. I'll move that down there. And where's the old YouTube screen gone? And the pain in your end, mate?
Nothing there.
Right, we are on there. I've just gone to my YouTube and I can see us like on there. It says you are live.
Yep, it's up.
Okay, I want to see if this works now. Where is it? Put that over there. This is like NASA. This is like mission control, this, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
And the pain in your end, mate? Right, okay, I think...
yeah, we've got sound as well.
Hey, you can hear yourself, mate, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Right, just let me get to grips with what I'm doing with my screen here. It's all gone mad. Hang on. Where's that gone? I did have a thing set up. Blow it. I'm getting time to get too fancy. That's the thing I wanted to switch off. YouTube, that was the thing. So I'll switch that off. What it was, I'd set up, for the chat to appear between us, yeah?
Yeah.
But whatever I've done, it hasn't quite worked, so I might come back to that in a minute. But is anyone online who we know who can confirm all systems are go? Have we got anyone there, do you think?
Well, we've got 2 watching, unless that's just me and you.
Chris Smith. Oh no, hang on. That's it. I need to clear. That's a history thing, isn't it, for me? Let's clear. So, have we got anyone there? I'll take the volume down on that. Right, okay. Where's that gone now? Chat. Come on, chat. Right, okay. Right, let's sit back, relax and have a chat, Dan, yeah?
Yeah, man.
I've just been watching your last video, mate. The second e-liquid that you reviewed, Nectar I believe it was absolutely right up my street, I believe. It was custard and vanilla, did you say?
Yeah, it's a delicious creamy vanilla custard made with French vanilla pods. Finished with a touch of buttery goodness.
Sounds just...
That's the actual packaging.
Proof?
It's full on TPD compliant.
So, okay, so the packaging is TPD compliant, and of course the bottles must be as well, yeah?
Yeah, everything's on the bottles as well.
Yeah, because I was watching it before. How are you? 10ml bottles as well, so yeah, absolutely compliant with TPD.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, what was it? I know you're like me, I don't give prices out, to be honest with you, because they might change, when people are watching them, like, but I can't remember whether you did actually put a price on that.
No, because Rick didn't give me a price, but their 30ml bottles are like $9.99 for this range, so I'm guessing it's going to be like a 10 at 11 quid maybe.
Right, because apparently that's to get out of jail free, isn't it? You know the way you said you can only sell 10ml bottles? Apparently to get out of jail is they do them in batches or bundles, to be more correct. So the individual 10ml bottles, and they're getting sold within TPD because they're in 10ml bottles, however they're in a bundle, and I think that's the loophole that they're going to exploit. I think I've got that correct, haven't I, mate?
There's another way of doing it as well. You can get a 30ml bottle or a 60ml bottle or a 100ml bottle of nick-free juice, and they'll just give you the right amount of nick to mix in yourself.
I had heard that, but I heard there was a bit of like a conflab.
Actually, come to another review I've got coming up. Frontline.
Who's that? Frontline.
Frontline.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You get your 30ml bottle with 20ml or 25ml, and you get your nick shot.
So they've already did a step ahead of everyone else then, are they?
Yeah.
Right.
So basically you just add that into your 30ml, and then you got your 3mg juice.
Yeah, see, that was my first thing, we heard about TPD. I mean, we probably all had the same idea at the same time. Sell the product without the nicotine and sell the nicotine separate is what I thought. But I'm sure I've seen somewhere there was a little niggle about whether that was actually flouting the rules rather than getting around the rules. But obviously if these guys are doing it, it must be okay then, mustn't it?
Yeah, but we don't want to go too much into that though, do we? You know,
no.
Because we want to go as much as compliancy as we can possibly be.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I mean TPD, we don't want it. But at the same time, Dan, I think you'll agree with me, we have to have some sort of regulation brought in, but regulation that was constructive rather than restrictive is the way I'd say it, you know. And what they've done here, the EU, what they've done there, they've used what's the phrase I'm looking for? They've used like a sledgehammer to crack a walnut. But there was a method in the madness, because as we know, dare I say, I don't want to be libelous, there's people behind it who are driving all these things, and we know who them two big companies are, don't we? Wacko, farmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you vaping on today, Dan? Come on, give us the drill. What's your setup?
The same setups I've been rocking the last couple of days.
Go ahead then.
IPV 400
right.
With the Baby Beast, and in that I've got some carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Is it as nice as the carrot cake that you actually eat? You know the stuff.
Mate, it's exactly the same.
Is it? That's mate, good. That.
On the inhale, you get like that buttery icing.
Yeah.
And on the exhale, you get the cake. It's absolutely spot on. It's like you're eating carrot cake.
So authentic is the word.
Yeah. It's to the T. So I'll review this. I did the video for the review on Monday, and I've gone through.
Bloody hell.
It's a 50ml bottle.
Bloody hell. You've hammered that, haven't you?
Mate, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Is it? Yeah. It's not something you would think of to vape carrot cake.
No.
And it must be.
It's spot on after a meal as well.
Yeah, and it must be pretty tricky to get the actual the mix for that, mustn't it? You know, because carrot by itself, as you know, can be a bit hit and miss anyhow, can't it? And to actually incorporate it into a juice, that takes some skills, I would have thought, you know?
Yeah. And the second setup is the Cleto 120.
Go ahead.
With the
the RX 200.
The old RX 200 with my little
brand
on it as well.
MBK.
And in that, if I can, I'll put it in my bag.
Yeah.
I've got some candy for days, and it's I've got a few of them coming up for review, and this one's Red Balls. It's a candy vape.
Red Bull.
Yeah, I know. It's a candy vape, but it's a sweet and sour watermelon candy.
Right. Watermelon. Go ahead.
It's mouth-watering. Absolutely mouth-watering.
Yeah, I tried watermelons in the early days, you know, when people were experimenting with all different ideas for the juices. And the watermelons, to be honest, they were neither here nor me. But as we know, as we always say, being reviewers, taste is subjective. But maybe they've come a bit further down the line now.
But this is more like honeydew watermelon.
When I say honey, you say dew. Honey.
Dew.
I couldn't resist that, mate.
Get in there. Yeah. Oh, we've got an extra person in the chat.
X Factor. Right. Okay. So who's in the chat? Because mine, for some reason, is not refreshed at all, do you know? Who's in the chat then, Dan?
It doesn't actually say, it just says free watching now.
Free watching now. See, that's the advantage there. You know, I went on Facebook for the first time last night. With the Facebook, you actually get to see the chat, and it says, like, you know, the icon up here in the corner type thing, you know. So that's the advantage of Facebook. And Facebook seemed to be a little bit quicker, a bit more responsive. You know, you got the 10-15 second delay here.
It's because you're going straight into Facebook, and even though you're using Expert to get on there, with Expert, it goes through all the different channels to get into your channel, doesn't it?
Yep. Sorry about that, mate. It's a bloody big cloud everywhere. Yeah, you're right. So there's not a third party, is what you're saying. So obviously the transmission is going to be more real time than this is. Like, I'm not complaining.
There's still a bit of a delay because there's always these over airtime anyway. Like, if you watch a live show on telly, it's always going to be that like 30 30 seconds, 35 seconds.
Yeah. Well, they have to do that on live TV because of profanities. That's something that they build in. They could actually do it real time, but they'd have to do it because of profanities. No people swearing. They have to put that in. That's something that they stage themselves. But it's not a complaint. As I say, just noticed, that was just something I just mentioned there. I noticed the Facebook wasn't quite as draggy, and as you quite rightly pointed out, by the way, no third party. So that's the answer, isn't it?
Yeah, you're streaming straight onto your page, aren't you? Even though how many channels there is, it's got to find your channel. Even though Facebook is probably bigger in a sense, but it's a bit hard for YouTube to try and catch up where YouTube streaming is just there.
Yeah.
So I did it yesterday morning for an hour, and I found it was about 15 seconds of a delay.
Yeah. Hang on, mate. Just gonna have a swig of E-Cig. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, it's just about a 15-second delay. Where on YouTube it's about 25-30 seconds.
And Vic pointed out also on YouTube, the longer the chat goes on, the more laggy it gets when you got, when I say chat, the longer the chat boxes, when they get more populated, the more laggy it becomes, Vic was saying as well. What a star that man is, by the way. If you're ghosting out there, Vic, and there's every chance you might be, cheers again, mate.
yes. Brilliant.
Right, so my setup, Dan, what I've got at the moment is the RX 200 and the baby beast on top, and rocking inside that, mate, is, I've just put the review up for it this morning, don't know if you can see that, the Demon Vapor.
Yeah, I'll put my review up about 2 months ago.
Yeah, I seen yours, it was pretty cool, that, mate. So that, I tell you what, at first, I won't spoil a review for people, but I've changed my opinion on that for the better, you know.
As more you vape it, the more you just...
Yeah, it becomes totally moreish. The first one is the obvious one, but this one this one is a dark horse, without a doubt.
Definitely.
And I'm absolutely loving it, mate, absolutely loving it. So that's my setup, that's my first setup. Let's get my hands right, I've got to figure out how this works. I'm going that way, aren't I? Yeah. So the RX 200 with the baby beast on top, strawberries and cream by the Demon Vapor, and I'm rocking that at the moment, 46 watts. And
he's got another 2 flavours coming out as well.
I believe so, yeah. I'll dead made it up, you know, because he just contacted me out the blue, Jay, and he said, I've been watching your videos now, he said, they're spot on. He said, would you be interested? I said, of course I would, mate, absolutely. Like, because the thing is, until you try things, you don't know what you're going to get. And at the same time, I'd seen yours, and I'd heard whispers how good it was. And to be honest with you, I thought, you know what, Jay? Yes, I will definitely have a go with them. I sort of knew with seeing yourself and a few other fellas like what I was getting. But as they say, the proof is in the pudding, you know.
Yeah.
And that is
the lemon lush.
Yeah.
Is the best lemon. I like that.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
I bought 2 30ml bottles, and it went by Friday after Expo. So that's 60ml within 5 days. That went, and I was vaping other things as well.
Bloody hell.
But I had 30ml of lemon lush, and it went within a day.
In a day?
In a day.
Jesus Christ, bloody hell.
That's how good it is.
It is spot on. I was gutted about Expo as well, because I don't know whether you probably got the same email I did, and dinner lady actually contacted me. They'd sent that to me for review, you know, the lemon lush, lemon tart, and they'd sent me cornflake tart, and what was the other one they sent me? I can't think. But then they sent me the rice pudding to review, you know, because they'd seen the other reviews and they were made up with them. And he said, are you coming to Expo? If you are, we want to put you on the VIP list. Gutted, mate. I mean, I'm gutted I missed Expo anyhow, but I thought, what a nice thing for dinner ladies to say, like, you know.
Yeah, I haven't reviewed anything for dinner ladies.
Have you not yet, Dan? No?
No.
Yeah, I mean, they contacted myself, and as I say, I can't think of the girl's name now. Sorry if you're watching, apologies for being a bit absent-minded. I'm at that age, look, there's grey in this hair. I'm not going to remember everything, you know what I mean? Can't remember the name, but anyhow, they contacted me and they sent me the stuff. I'll tell you what I did find was really good, Dan. You know the cornflake tart? Have you tried that yet?
I have tried it, but it wasn't my type of thing, to be fair.
I think it might be a bit of a Marmite with most people. You know?
I did try the rice pudding though, and I really did enjoy it.
Well, they sent me that to review. You've probably seen the review put up, and when they sent me that for review, they said, would you mind doing a lemon tart versus rice pudding thing? And they said they'd send some sort of PNGs and all that over, and I replied, said, of course, I wouldn't mind doing that at all. Like, they never sent the PNGs. Obviously they're busy people, like, but I kept it in mind what they said. So if you've noticed on my review, I do the new contender against the established, you know, and I sort of played to what they wanted to, so I hope they were pleased with that. But the rice pudding, mate, wow, how good is that?
I don't agree with that, to be honest, that how they tell you how to do your review.
Well, in fairness, I may have said that wrong. What they said, they suggested as a bit of fun, would I like to do it? You know, they didn't say you must do it. They just said, as a bit of fun, would you be interested in having a go? You know,
but
this.
The thing is, though, that it's two different flavour categories. You got cream and you got tart. So how can you play one off of the other?
Yeah, I think it was purely just fun based, as in like there was no like sort of logic behind it. Sort of this is better and that is better. I just done it in a fun way that I thought was quite funny. So there's the new contender, new kid on the block, and there's the established fella. In my opinion, the rice pudding won. Quite simply, like. But as you said, to be totally like matter of fact about it, they're completely different things. So you can't really have them off against each other. And it was purely just a bit of fun.
So now you could go with lemon lush and the lemon tart and compare the lemons.
Yeah, if you're going for a matter of fact, if you're going for a matter of fact face off. Yeah, I agree with you, but it was purely it was a suggestion by them. It was purely fun based, like, you know what I mean. So as I think I actually did say it was a bit of fun on the video for that reason, because as you said, to be a proper face off, it'd have to be a flavour of the same against a flavour of the same.
Yeah,
you know. Right, so my second setup, Dan. Just bear with us, mate. You probably guessed what this is going to be, considering like the review went up today. It is, of course, this fella we've just been talking about. Let me get that lemon lush.
There's not much left of that, mate.
Oh no, that's had a bloody good hiding, I tell you, like, you know what I mean. And that fella is on my new go-to. Let me get my hands right. This is on my new go-to mod. I am just in love with this. What it is, Dan, you've probably seen it before me reviewing that. It's the RX 2/3. Let's get my hands right. And I love it in this 2 battery form, mate. It
looks a lot more comfortable in the hand.
It does, honest to God, mate, it does. And also, I mean, you can have it like the RX 200, of course, with the 3 batteries in. Yeah. But the form factor, look at that. That's great. You know, let's get my hands right here. That's great. The form factor, look at that. Spot on. Now, my theory is, and I'm not condoning you should go to boozer, but when you're in the boozer, mate, that's a lot easier to deal with than the RX 200, you know.
So this is why I went for the IPv 400.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit weird. The review is going to be coming up on my channel for this, but it's more of a left-handed mod, but I'm right-handed. But I like vaping with my left hand because as you got it in your hand, the screen's there.
Got ya. Yeah.
Because the curve of your fingers go around that perfectly, and you've got the button on your trigger finger.
Right.
But if you have it in that hand, the screen's on the back.
Yeah.
And if you have it the other way around, you've got to move your hands around just to. So it's not it's not as comfortable, but like that to protect the screen probably as well.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah, and I think this
so comfortable.
Yeah, and I think this is why, if you noticed, a lot of the mods now are actually having the screens on top. I think so. It eliminates the problem with the right hand, left hand, doesn't it? Because it's on top, you see.
It's like the X-Cube 2 and the X-Cube Ultra, and is it the H-Priv?
The H-Priv, yeah.
All the screens are on the top.
Yeah.
The only problem with my mate had exactly the same as one of these. This is like a year old. It still works absolutely perfectly.
Yeah.
But my mate had his April this year.
Yeah.
By June, the screen went.
Did it?
Yeah, because all the juice condensation went inside it.
That's not good, mate, is it?
No. But they have fixed it on the H-Priv and the All-Trend. It's actually more concealed, and so it's better. But that's the one thing with the screens on top. The juice getting into them. Especially with bottom airflow tanks and drippers.
Right, I was just a little bit distracted there, Dan. Sorry about that, mate. I have got nothing in my chat box. Have you got anything in your chat box, mate?
Nothing at all.
No. Right, okay, so it's not a case of it's on the blink. I weren't sure if I'd done something, like, you know what I mean?
No, it's we got free. It says free watching, and I'm just guessing the ghosting.
The ghosting, yeah. I've got 4.
Stop ghosting.
Yeah.
And chat.
Yes, you're more than welcome, people.
Ask us questions.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Come and join us. Get involved in the chat. Danny won't bite, and I certainly won't bite. So get yourselves in there. Start chatting.
I'll only bite if you ask me to.
Oh yeah. Anyway, back to me setup, mate. So that's what I've got. I'm rocking the RX 2/3, and on the top of that, I've got the R Cliso. It's just a bog standard Cliso, to be honest with you. It's not the 120. But I put that fat boy on.
So you've got the 5mm juice.
Yeah, the difference that makes, honest to God, makes it spot on. And I haven't got it in there at the moment, but I've got the RTA. And that RTA, by the way, the RTA is spot on, mate. Easy
My mate's got it and he said it's absolutely fantastic. Even the pre-made coils in it are really good.
Yeah, and it's so easy to work on, it really is. It's dead easy. Like, and the flavour, it says tempestuous, I can't say it, I keep getting it wrong. Tempestuous flavour. And it is. If you can say it, it tastes like that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm rocking on my second setup, so there you go. Lemon Lush by the Demon Vapor. The review's up. If anyone there in chat's watching, go check out the review. And anyone else in chat watching, by the way, me and Danny, as you may have figured out, our reviews on YouTube. Danny, the MBK Vapor, Tony's E-Cig stuff. Don't forget, guys, go subscribe to Danny and myself. And you won't be disappointed because we shoot from the hip, don't we, Danny?
Yep.
I mean, there's no.
So there it is.
Yeah, there's no point. There's no point on this earth. Sorry for going off camera. There's no point on this earth for you and I doing what we do, which we love doing, by the way, and just being yes men. There's no point to that at all. You know.
So going off what you've got there, your Colito.
Yeah.
And you've got the extendable tank.
Yeah.
And through the grapevines, that is going to be the way of getting around the 2mm tanks.
Yeah, putting extenders, little extender poles in.
It's like the Goblin Mini V3. It's a 2mm tank, then you've got another extender piece to put on top to make it another, 5mm?
And as you quite rightly said, mate, that's the way around it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is to do this.
Yeah. But how does that stand with drippers?
Well,
because they only said 2mm tanks. Drippers are drippers.
Yeah.
It's an atomizer, but it's a dripper.
Yeah, I think the reason it can't apply to drippers is because they do have like some have like a 2mm juice well in the bottom, don't they? But that 2mm juice well would fall well within the TPD. But I think what it is, because it's not a constant flow mechanism, and I'm guessing this bit, Dan. I'm not sort of saying I know how it works. I'm just guessing because it's not a constant flow. It's not a chamber, if you will. I think it can sort of sidestep. I think it would fall into a similar category of hardware like batteries with the TPD. They can't really stop batteries 18650s because they're originally there for torches. That we adapted torch batteries for vaping. So I think it falls into that category. It's a bit of a, what can we do about that? Not a lot, you know.
But if you wanted to, they were saying if you wanted to buy an RDA now, they can sell you pieces of an RDA. It will come in pieces basically in a box, like the Quad Flex by Aspire.
Yeah, I tell you what, can I just jump in there, Dan? I thought that would have set the trend and everyone would have followed suit, because when I watched Vaping with Vic, his review about the Quadflex, as you probably thought yourself, I thought that's what an invention that is. That's great, because you're getting 4 different items for the price of one, you know.
Well, it's 50 quid, isn't it?
Well, it's 50 quid well spent, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you got 4 atomisers.
Exactly.
You can actually make 2 atomisers at the same time as well, because you can have the Nautilus X and either the RDA Squonker or just the normal RDA.
That's true. And I thought it was revolutionary, and I thought they all would have like sort of got well jealous and jumped on board, the other makers of hardware, and I thought we would have seen a glut of them by now. But I suppose at the end of the day, with the Quadflex, they took a bit of a gamble there, because as you said, what was the price of it again there, Dan?
It's around the £50 mark.
50 quid. See, they've took a bit of a gamble by putting all their eggs in one basket and saying, wow, what a super deal, 50 quid. Maybe the others have stood back and gone, well, actually, you know, we don't agree with that. We can sell them individually at 20 quid a pop. And maybe they're sitting back and seeing how the sales go to Quadflex before they commit. It's just a thought, you know.
Yeah. But apparently they're going to do it in pieces, so you have to put it all together yourself.
Yeah, that would be the way around TPD, wouldn't it? You'd actually like sort of, you get the components and they're not already pre-assembled, shall we say. So therefore, the individual items in a box, they're not the finished item. So that's your way around TPD, isn't it?
Once again, you've got all that packaging.
Yeah, true. But if you think about it, and this is probably like not going to go down well with manufacturers, the packaging is buttons for them, mate. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I don't think that will really impact on the packaging.
Yeah, but it's recycling of the packaging, not the manufacturing of the packaging. It's like 10ml bottles.
Yeah.
You know, I go through 200 ml of juice, maybe a week.
Yeah.
Probably more. And if I've got 20 bottles, 10ml bottles, and they're all going to be, how am I going to recycle them? Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this is like a bit of a grey area where we are all trying to do the right things for vaping, aren't we? Us reviewers and people who buy it want the right things. At the end of the day, what I think we tend to get sidetracked ourselves, vapors, is these are companies who are making money. The first and foremost, their concern is making money, not recycling. You know, unfortunately, I'm not saying I condone that, Dan, but that's.
But I'm not on the boat. Them like the manufacturers making money, but it's making more work for the councils to come and collect and.
Yeah, totally get.
They're saying they've not got the funds to do that sort of stuff, so they're just making it harder for themselves doing it like this.
Yeah,
it's the government that's being, excuse my French, dicks about it.
Yeah. I mean, what I just like sort of do a random sort of comparison. Coca-Cola bottles, they'll never ever consider recycling. Other brands are available. I'll just make sure that's quite clear. Other brands of fizzy drinks are available in plastic bottles, and they don't give two hoots, or they seem to come across as not giving two hoots when it comes to recycling. Now, the reason I've said that, Dan, if you think about the size of little 10ml bottles compared to these big 2 litre bottles of fizzy pop, you know, they're probably harder to deal with in volume quantities than it is the little bottles. I'm not disagreeing with your ethos, mate. You know what I mean?
It's these are going to be, and I'm going to just demonstrate, and nobody's in that. So that is just going to be ended up. Oh, it's finished. Yeah.
Totally.
That's going to be the new
chewing gum, or the new chewing gum.
Yeah,
I totally.
You see 10ml bottles everywhere, and
you
know that's what we don't want.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, mate. All I'm doing at the moment is being devil's advocate on this one. I'm not condoning the behaviour of the E-Cig firms when it comes to recycling. I'm just being devil's advocate, you know. I'm with you on that. We've got to think about recycling, and these things have to be taken on board. But the point I was trying to make is, at the end of the day, we're conscientious vapors. I not so sure that the companies are that conscientious, you know.
I'll get that. It's not the companies. It's TPD is going to make a lot more work for the companies.
Yeah,
than it should be.
Yeah, and that takes us back to what we were saying originally about TPD, and as I said, the impact is going to be caused by TPD making these companies, as you said, do the little small bottles instead of the bigger bottles. And I'm totally agreeing with you on that, Dan. As I say, me comments there was just as a devil's advocate. It's not a point that I agree with. I'm just sort of reasoning the way the big companies are, and we are conscientious. I don't think they are, is what I'm saying, you know. We're getting very serious here, mate. We're going to end up as MPs, you know.
I won't go that far. Yeah. I don't think they have me in as an MP.
The Right Honourable MBK, stand up and say what you say.
I think I'll get chucked 85 if I was in there, mate.
Well, I will get it. I will get it just on the premise because I'm from Liverpool, you know.
They'll be tightening the wheel nuts.
Yeah, oh, thank you, Dan. yeah, I'll have the cars right off. But yeah, so totally agree with you about that. The recycling, they need to be more conscientious. TPD is forced around. I agree with you on that one. But as a consequence of TPD, you're right. The companies need to be more conscientious about how we get to recycle these products. I totally agree with you. Absolutely, like, you know.
But have they said that there have to be plastic bottles? I know it'd be a bit stupid having a dripper bottle that big.
Yeah.
But you'd be able to reuse them.
Yeah. I see.
These you can reuse.
Yeah.
If I remember rightly, these are the sort of bottles they actually use for eye drops.
That's and nasal stuff and all that.
And nasal stuff, yeah. So these bottles have been around for a while, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. But probably the volume, the quantity that they're in circulation at the moment due to E-Cigs is probably, I don't know, tenfold to what they were when you were nasal and eye products, I would have thought.
Probably go a bit more than that after looking at Expo, mate.
yeah. I mean, that's just an out there guess, but it's gone considerably through the roof, is what we'll say, like, you know. So, I tell you what, Dan, let's lighten this up a bit for the viewer. Right. Sorry, viewer. You're probably like that now. I've had enough of them too, like, you know what I mean? But who have you been watching this week, mate? Anyone interesting?
Mate, I've watched some of your stuff this week. Cheers,
thanks very much.
I've watched some stuff on VUKN. Dean the Vaping Vikers vlog that went up Monday.
He's funny, mate, isn't he?
Oh, mate, some of his stuff that he comes out is absolutely. I actually got to meet him as well.
Well, is he as good in flesh as he is on his reviews?
He's like a genuine chap.
A good guy.
He's so genuine, yeah.
Yeah, he makes me laugh. I mean, some of the grids he pulls, you know, when he's doing his reviews, you know, these little daft faces. I'm rolling around, you know. I'm thinking, like, he doesn't have to do that. It's just a bit of, like, sort of character to make it a bit more interesting for us. But yeah, loads of time for that fella. Sorry, mate, I've interrupted your flow. Go ahead.
Just trying to think. Watched the What's Up from Vic. Sorry, I'm just trying to span the link out as well on my page.
Yeah.
What Kelvin did a video this week. I forgot what it was.
You only live round the corner from Kelvin, don't you, Danny?
Well, it's about 4 miles away from Kelvin.
Yeah, so you're pretty much neighbours then, aren't you? Like, really, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems a nice lad, Kelvin, by the way.
Yeah, he is. I think he's very misunderstood. In the like, with a lot of other reviewers who are jealous, I want to say.
Oh.
Not jealous, but they don't want him on the scene because he basically tells you what he thinks.
So
he's not a yes man.
Yeah, which is what we've all got to be. But I think I don't want to put words in your mouth, but are you saying like sort of if he's got something to say, regardless, he'll say it of whoever and whenever without putting any sugar on it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, right. Fair comments. Because I know there was. I'm not going to rekindle this, but I know there was a rift between him and someone else, which aptly has worked out quite okay, and then the pals now, which I'm glad to see. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still just typing something on Facebook to get the link a bit more stand out.
Yeah, I've just put a dingo test in the chat. Has it come up your end? Can you see that? Yeah.
Hang on. Yep.
Right, so it is working then, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Go on, chatters. Come on, you ghosters out there. Throw your 2 penneth worth in. I was watching. I mean, it'd be great if you do want to start chatting, because, as I say, like we don't want to we do want to rule the show. It's our show. End of.
Yeah.
No, but interaction is great. I mean, like when we're on Facebook, or when I was on Facebook yesterday with yourself and Kelvin and that, the difference, having that little bit of interaction is good, because the whole premise for me of doing like these live things, and I think it's got to be the same for yourself, is to have interaction, not just between us casting now, which is great anyway, but bring the audience in and let them ask questions and stuff. I mean, like, you know, if anyone watching it has got a question, if me or Danny can help you, we'll certainly answer it now. Like, you know, if you just want to throw a witty comment in, by all means do it, but please feel free to interact. Don't feel intimidated. As I said to you before, I'll repeat it, I don't bite. Danny bites on request, apparently. Yeah, so I'll go on to what I've been watching, which is pretty similar to yourself, Dan, to be honest with you. Watch your own reviews, spot on as always. I had VUKN channel. I noticed this week with VUKN, and I mentioned this. Hello, Kelvin. Oh, let Danny in. Alright, Kelv, lad. How are you? Good to have you on board, by the way. Just been
how you doing, Kelv? You good, mate?
Yeah. His ears must have been burning, eh?
No, because I've just spammed it in my group.
Yeah.
Kelvin's in my group, so
right.
Got the link off that, maybe.
Sounds good bit of promo there, Danny. 10 points to Danny, eh? Danny is the champ. Yeah, so
why do I look a bit red? Why do I look a bit red?
I don't know, mate. Too much strawberries. Too many strawberries, possibly.
How does that look? Is that better?
Yeah, still looking a bit like the devil, I'll be honest with you.
Hang on.
Hey Kelvin, hey buddy, do you want to throw a bit of chat in there for us? How's it coming through to you, Kelv? Are you getting us all nice and clear? Is the stream okay? Is the volume okay, Kelvin? If you can just throw a few lines in, let me and Danny know how it's sounding and looking, that would be much appreciated, mate.
I've only been on here flipping half an hour, Kelv. Where have you been? How's that looking now? Am I still looking a bit red?
You do look like you're in Dante's Inferno a bit, you know what I mean? It looks rather mean, moody and magnificent, if you don't mind me saying, Dan.
I don't know what it is. I've had this problem before.
Have you had plenty of strawberries? Oh, hello, that looks a bit better, but that's a lot better.
Is that a lot better?
That's a lot better. The only thing is, you're getting a bit of bleaching off your back door there, you know, the window.
Yeah,
so you look a bit...
decided to come out, eh?
Well, actually, it's not a bad look, you know, because you look like you sort of just come from heaven. Oh. You can't do anything about Danny, he's always that ugly. Ouch! Ouch!
Bastard. Sorry, Tony.
And I imagine, he's your mate, Danny. Imagine if he was not your mate, eh?
I know.
Kelvin, behave yourself.
Who needs enemies when you got Kelvin Guy?
Yeah, Kelvin Guy, which is an anagram. No, it's not. I was going to say ugly, but it's not, is it? But there is guy in ugly. There's an ugly guy there. I come out wrong, Kelv. I'm only joking, mate. That was a joke that went hot. That went horribly wrong, Kelvin. I didn't mean that, mate. You know I'm only joking, don't you? Oh, they've got away with that, Dan.
You do know you could end your reviewing career right here, right now.
Yeah. I think I got away with it though, didn't I? Like, 'cause you know, with his Hollywood looks and all.
And he's that goddamn good.
He is. He's absolutely amazing. Like, I think
he keeps reminding me.
Yeah, he is good. Hang on, what's happening with my tank? Let's just have a look at this. I'm going to crank this up a bit. I'm not getting much vapour here. I think the coil might be on its way out on the baby beast now.
Kelvin's put, really, Tony, vape drama? No vape drama here, Kelv.
No. This is not like Brookside and it's not Crossroads. You like the link there, Dan? Crossroads is from Birmingham. I know you're not Birmingham, strictly speaking. Brookside would live.
I'm not a Brummie, I'm a Yam Yam.
Yam Yam.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right, oh kid. Would you like a kip of tie? I think I got that right.
That wasn't very bad at all. That was quite good.
I might have to go make myself another kip of tie in a bit, you know. Or kid. Kip of tie, you know what I mean? Or kid.
Good say, our kid. Know what I mean? In the Black Country.
In the Black Country. It's, you know, you'll probably, you will know them, but I was a kid when he was out. You know Slade? Remember Slade?
Yes.
Are they Black Country?
Yes.
I love Slade, you know. Absolutely loved them. Like, one of my childhood...
I'm going to say a word now.
Go ahead.
Kelvin's going to fucking destroy me for this.
Go ahead.
They're actually from a place with a W. Just down the road from us.
Oh,
don't. I was trying not to say.
I coughed. What did that sound like to you? That was just me coughing, like, you know, wolves.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Would we be talking about, like, there's one of these in how can I put it?
Which isn't Black Country. Which is trying to claim that they are.
Right.
It's like Warsaw.
Tony, where you get that TV from? Someone's house in the middle of the night. Oh, it's like that, is it? Right. The gloves off, Calvin. I'll be down there to smack your ass, eh?
Don't. You'll enjoy it.
Oh, actually, I've just put a horrible image in my head. I might have to have therapy now, like. Well done, Calvin, there. Jesus. He's put Danny fuck off there now as well.
Yeah, no. Because I was about to say that word.
Right, well, hey, actually, do you know what? I have now got carte blanche after what he's just said to me to say, wolves, 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 we love wolves, wolves we love. So there you go, Calvin. Think twice. Actually, hang on. Have I upset yourself there, Dan, as well?
A little bit.
Oh, sorry, mate.
I am a Baggies fan after all.
Baggies, boing, boing, boing. Hey, we just about done you the other week, right?
No. You outplayed us the other week. I know Kelvin's going to slate me for that, but we played terribly.
Right. So I take it Kelvin's team is the W team.
No.
Who's
Kelvin's a Baggies fan as well.
Oh, is he? Yeah. So.
Yes.
So even though I was having to pop it in by saying "hus," I also.
He doesn't like that word. Because of that place. He doesn't like that place.
Oh right, I see. So it's nothing to do
because of the fans.
Oh right, okay, yeah. So it's strictly Terrasoil. So that'll be like a similar thing then between us and Man United, would it?
But yeah, the rivalry.
Right.
But we're not here to talk about.
No, we're certainly not. See what you started, Kelvin. You've thrown us right off track. We were talking all things vaping, and now we're talking about bloody football. Right, that's it. Football. I'm gonna get a big. I'm gonna get a design on my screen and put it around about. I don't have to get my hand right. About there, and it's gonna be one of them like no entry signs, and it's gonna have a football inside it. Yeah, no football. Don't make me invade the show. Invade the show.
Yeah, in other words, he will phone me.
Yeah.
And he'll automatically come into the cast.
Oh right. So he's gonna sign piggyback, is he? I think it's time for me to switch over from the strawberries and cream to the lemon lush, I think.
I think Kelvin's ears are just picked up.
Has he?
More than likely, because you said lemon lush.
Lemon Lush, Kelv. Lemon Lush.
I think he just came in his pants.
Oh dear. Well, he's definitely going to now. Look at that. Sexy. Look at that. Some e-liquid porn for Kelvin.
Yeah, but he gets it sent to him by the 100 mil.
I heard there's a tanker pulls up outside his house.
Yeah, just like pumps he right straight in. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's got on the side, Kelvin guys, e-liquid.
But Kelvin probably bashed in it too.
He likes it that much, mate, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kelv, this one's for you. It's in there, mate. The old Lemon Lush. So this toots for Kelv. In fact, this will make him happier. I'll do it right to his face. Kelvin, open your gob, lad. Nom 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 nom.
He's only just started to taste again, so I think he's battering that 100 million from Expo now.
Yeah. How did he get on with the others? I'll not be saying a confidence now. I don't want to talk about too much on air, but has he been to the hospital yet? Has he had himself sorted, or? If you don't talk about it, mate, leave it. It's okay. I might be being a bit impersonal, and I don't wish to do that. You know what I mean?
I'd rather that's then to him.
Yeah. Okay. All I was going to say is wish him well.
Cool being vape famous.
Vape famous. Who's that aimed at, Kelvin? Is that Danny the Hero?
I'm not vape famous at all. He's got 100 more subscribers than me.
I tell you what, he was one of the first guys, you know, I started, guys, no pun intended there.
No.
He's buzzing you now, isn't he? He's sending you a text, isn't he?
No, he's here.
Is he here? Is that what it is?
Is he on your screen as well?
Let's have a look. I have, let's see if I've got him. Oh, here he is. Here's trouble. Let me see if I can, oh, thanks, Kelvin, yeah. He's very eloquent with that finger, and let me see if I can grab you in, mate.
He loves that finger.
He loves that finger indeed. Let's just move all this out the way. Find Kelv. Let me find the man that is Kelvin. Kelvin, just bear with us, mate. And I'll drag you in. Hey, look at me being all professional with all this. I'll drag you in, hey? Get a load of me.
He's used to being dragged.
Yeah, that Kelv.
Really? Really?
Right. Okay, Kelv, you're about to join us, mate. Right, we'll have to throw you down here, I think, and reduce you a bit. Like, hang on. Can you hear us, Kelv?
I can hear you. Let me spam out.
Go on then. I've done it on my channel. Is that how you got here, Kelv?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Actually, I've got half my background in there. I'm not that professional at all, am I? Is that okay, guys? Can we live with that bit of background in there? Is that okay? Or do you want me to redo your Kelv?
That's fine.
Are you alright with that, mate? Yeah.
Except I can see your
background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to redo it or what?
Yeah, redo it.
Okay, mate. Just bear with us. You gone? Let's try that again. Okay. I'm just getting the hang of it.
You using XSplit, yeah?
I am, yeah.
Just click on my VC window itself.
Okay, mate. I think I've got you now. I think I have got you. Let's have a look. Right. How's that, Kelv? You happy with that, mate?
Oh no, when it comes up.
Can you not see yourself now?
Yeah, that's cool.
You alright, mate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your volume alright for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sounds. Look at me, the other day I did have a jar of glue. Honest to God. And it was down to your old pal there, Calvin, the other day. Vic stepped into the breach and saved the day for me and Danny, because what we were doing, we were broadcasting on YouTube, but I could hear Danny, but no one else could hear him. And we were flummoxed, weren't we, Danny? We just didn't have a jar of glue, what to do, you know.
I had inklings, but I didn't get to where the cog is on XSplit to turn the desktop speakers on.
Yeah, the thing is, mate, you should have nicked a system that was fully set up.
Thanks for that, Kelv. I'm going to fuck you right off now. Yeah, ta-da. Right, so that's it. It's what?
Kelv, is your mic on?
Yeah.
Do you want me to crank them up a bit, Dan?
No, it's not saying like your mic's on, like usual.
Hang on.
Properties. Properties with your kipper tie.
That should be better.
That's better.
Hey, that's a bit Hollywood, that one, isn't it?
See, I told you something wasn't right.
It was on that mic there, not my snowball.
Hey, Kelv, you know the snowball? I'm thinking of getting one of them, mate. Have you got the same one that Vic's got, the snowball original?
I've got the ice one, but I'm getting a Yeti.
Where are you going to keep that Yeti? Like, they're a bit dangerous, them, you know.
Really?
I'm just thinking of getting a camel, but it'll shit all over the place, you know what I mean?
I'm going to have to destroy you, you know that.
Thanks, Kelv.
Channel, Kelv.
Yeah. Remember, Kelv, you're
guest on this channel.
Yeah, remember, Kelv, this is my channel and you're a guest. I can't believe it. Hey, listen, I'm a bit starstruck here, Kelv. I don't wish to make you embarrassed, mate, but I was saying to Danny before, when I first started on this, you were one of the first people I was watching, you know. So a little bit starstruck, mate. Danny's probably used to and sick to death here, I would have thought. No, I'm only joking, mate.
To be fair, Danny don't live that far away from me, so we do meet up, once a month, if we can.
You're still going to mine next week, apparently.
Yes, I am.
He's going to find out where I live.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
Go on, Calvin. Let's hope Tony doesn't find out where you live. He'll have your telly off. Go on.
You read my fucking
I fucking did. I knew exactly what was coming there, mate. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's good to have you on board, Kelv.
Sorry, Tone.
Go ahead.
Kelv?
Yeah?
What the fuck you vaping on?
RX23 Goon, and of course some lemon lash. Except Tony, because I'm vape famous, I get the 100 mils.
We're not worthy. This program has been brought to you by Wismec RX2/3 and Lemon Lush. Couldn't resist that, chaps. So, Kelv, I asked Danny a question before, and I'd be intrigued, since you're like the vape Hollywood legend that you are compared to us minnows here. Who have you been watching this week, mate?
Little men.
Speak for yourself, Danny.
To be honest,
I'm a little fish in a very big pond.
No, it's a sexual innuendo actually, but never mind, carry on.
I don't watch that many people, to be honest. I don't get time to. I watch Vic, of course.
Yeah.
I watch Vic all the time. When I can catch some of Danny's stuff, I do. And to be honest, that's about it.
Mm.
Oh, I feel so touched.
I feel so friggin' left out.
But to be fair, I don't get time to. I've just moved my setup downstairs because my sister is moving in.
Check out my eye here. Check out that tear in my eye. So I'll ask that question again then, Kelvin. Who have you been watching this week, did you say?
Not you. Ah!
Yeah. Not you.
Oh yeah, look at this I've just found.
Mate, he didn't even know who you was until I found the link out.
Thanks, Danny. I was hoping that you'd come and kick me in the head as well. Like, you know, Kelvin's just threw me under the bus, and you've just kicked me in the head as well. You can go off people, you know.
Very quickly.
Very quickly. Very quickly indeed.
No, to be fair, when you get to, without trying to sound big-headed,
which Kelvin can't help.
But when you get to a certain
stellar position in the vaping world,
you don't get time. Plus, I've been very ill.
No, I know. I just said to Danny there before, and I don't think it's a secret, and I'm not betraying a confidence, and I don't wish you to talk about it on air, but all the best with your hospital appointment, mate. That's all I'm saying, yeah?
Cheers, mate. Yeah, I've got to go into hospital soon for a big op.
That'll do, mate. Don't be explaining it live, you know.
But once that's done, my health should be sorted.
Well, more power to you, mate. Hope it's a massive success for you. And that's all I'm going to say, yeah?
And if it's not, I'll be dead. Oh well.
Well, if that's the case and I find out where you live, I'll have your telly off, won't I?
I'm having his computer though.
Oh, is it a good computer, yeah?
Nobody is touching my computer.
Except the police. I didn't say that.
So we have 6 watching, but nobody's typing in chat, guys.
I know. I thought my old mother, Chris.
Stop ghosting.
Yeah, Chris.
Start typing.
Chris Smith, if you're there, make yourself known, because Krigus usually watches. And also, remember last night, Danny, we had Dingo on board, Vape Distortion from Canada, was it?
Yeah, and Rye Vapes as well.
Rye Vapes. That's right, Rye Vapes. He's from my neck of the woods, not ours. Oh, hello.
Hang on, Martin Lingberg. Hi, guys.
Hello, Martin.
Hello, Martin, lad.
Martin is from the Isle of Wight.
Someone's got to live there. That was good. Our first interaction, and I had a pop at him. Sorry, Martin, lad. You're more than welcome.
Martin, what are you vaping on, mate?
I'm gonna have to go in a sec because my sister is coming round.
Rightio.
I wasn't actually banking on doing this. I just thought I'd invade your show.
And you're out.
It's okay, Kelv.
Because I can.
Yeah, now fuck off.
Use that.
Only messing, mate. You're more than welcome, you know that, like, yeah?
Yeah. What does she want now?
I'm going to tell you what, Dan, I fancy that, A celeb dropping in on us. We weren't banking on that one, were we?
Kelv.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well I'm going to fuck off and I will speak to you both soon. Danny, I'll catch you later. And guys, be safe, vape on.
And let your claims be fruitful.
And I'm going to love you and leave you.
Alright, in a bit. Bye bye.
See you later, Kelv.
See you, Kelv. Just also fog it off. I better rephrase that, didn't sound right. Fog him off, that was.
So, Martin is on the Sigeli Fuchai with the Colito. What juice you got then, Martin?
Go ahead, Martin. Give us the rundown what juice you got in there, mate. E-Cig Fuchai, I don't think I've seen one of them. What are they like, Dan?
It's like the Sigeli 213, but better.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Lemon Lush.
Good man, good man.
This channel. Hang on, let's see if we get this right. This channel is being sponsored by Lemon Lush. Thank you to all our participants.
Not allowed to be sponsored.
That was a joke. Yeah, don't want to be getting sued from anyone, like, you know what I mean. Lemon Lush, good choice there, Martin. What do you reckon to it yourself, mate? I'll put a question out to you, Martin, and you don't have to answer it, but there's other lemon brands out there, and we won't name names, but there's a very big player at the moment. How does Lemon Lush? Yeah, something
not putting
like
ideas in your head there.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So, Martin, your comparison between the one that just appeared on the screen and what you're having at the moment, you don't have to answer it, mate, but I'd be very interested. I'm sure Danny will, to see what your opinion is.
Definitely.
And then once you give your opinion, we'll give you ours. Now there's going to be a delay, isn't it, Dan? Got to get used to this delay.
About 30 seconds on
yeah.
that one.
Okie dokie. Wow. There you have us. Now, if Jay, the Demon Vapor is watching, kudos to you, mate. There's 3 of us in the room. Danny, remind me your opinion again.
I prefer the Lemon Lush.
Yeah. So that's really 3. That's 3 out of 3 in the room. And Jay, I'll just give you a round of applause, mate. Well done for that, because it's handcrafted. Well done. And I'm sure
fantastic.
I'm sure Martin's clapping you as well. Yeah, because this is handcrafted. We know the backstory, don't we, Danny? I'll just, I mean, Martin probably knows well, because when you get your Lemon Lush, you get a little leaflet, don't you? I mean, this guy.
I think them letters are absolutely superb as well.
It's a nice little touch, isn't it?
It really is. It really is.
And when you think about the guy himself, like 2016, I think he started vaping, didn't he? He was at university.
January.
Yeah, January 2000. Yeah, and he was at university. I remember how the story goes. And his mates were vaping, and he sort of got into it, and then he got really into it, and then he decided to make his own, which I believe is on the premise. Don't quote me on this. That he couldn't find what he wanted, or words to that effect.
What it actually was. You have to admit, some of the juice on the market is not up to what it says on the bottle.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
So he wanted to make a juice that was what it said.
Yeah.
And he's took his time, he's perfected these flavours, and he's got it absolutely spot on with both of them. And I've heard, because Kelvin's tried the new juice, Great British Phase has tried it. I think Solon has tried it as well, and apparently it's up to the usual standard once again. So until he releases it, nobody knows what it is, unless you've tried it at Expo.
Oh, right.
On that Friday.
And would that be reading your face there, Danny? Maybe you've had a go at this then. No.
I wasn't there on the Friday.
Were you not, mate?
I went on the Saturday and Sunday.
Oh wow! Hit the crossbar then, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I was because I went out for dinner with all the VUKN lot, Steve Vapes, Zan and Gail.
I seen the pictures. I think on your Facebook. I think it was, wasn't it?
No, it was on Kelvin's.
It was on Kelvin's, was it? Yeah, right, yeah.
And I met up with all them on the Friday night. And they told me about it, and I was like, "Is he coming tomorrow?" I was like, "No, he could only make it today." I was like, "Oh, what?"
And do we have any reports on the man himself, Danny? I presume he's an all-round good guy. That goes without saying. Is that the case? Yeah.
I've only chatted to him through the UKN when he's been in the chat, and he seems a great guy. Calvin's met him in person at the Expo and chatted to him as well, but he does seem like a nice, genuine chap.
Well, that pleases me even more, because I mean, I'm in love with the juice. As I said to you, the dark horse for me, mate, was this fella.
Yeah.
Martin, if you're watching, Martin, I don't know if you can see that. I've got to get used to where my hands are going. Who misses? That is the strawberries and cream, Martin. So if you want to reply, Martin, I don't know whether you've tried that. If you haven't tried it, shameless plug time now, Danny. I've just put a review up on Lemon Lush and Strawberries.
And there's already one on my channel as well.
You jumped the gun. I was going to say you don't want. Oh, do you know? He's such a scene stealer, Danny. Yeah, hey. I'm only joking, mate. So, Martin, if you want to put in the chat there, mate, whether you've tried that or not, the strawberries and cream. As I say, Danny's done a cracking review of it. He's done it before me, to be honest with you. Like, I got sent to it from Jay.
I brought mine.
Danny brought it as well as bought it. You know, he brought it and bought it, didn't you, Dan?
I brought it twice.
A double buy. So, Martin. Yeah.
Oh, the first lot I couldn't review.
How come?
It went too quickly.
Good answer. Good answer. I like that. But I'll be buying.
It did go too quickly.
Yeah. I'll definitely be buying some more for sure. You know, it's quality. But I think I'm gonna contradict me review, and I think it's probably going to be the strawberries and cream one. I'm probably going to head for if the only one of them is available, the one I'll go for I think is now going to be.
I'd actually do, because it does. I don't know if he's still got it on his website actually, where he has a 2 for 10 or 2 15ml bottles for 10 quid,
right?
And you get one of each flavour.
Right. I've
15ml of each.
I've just noticed
so I just buy that, and I can just vape both of them.
I just noticed down there, Martin's replied there. He said he's had the strawberry and cream, but he's not a fan, to be honest. But the missus loves it.
Like I say, taste is subjective.
It is.
You know,
it is, and that's
it's not strawberries and cream. It's I don't want to sport. I think everybody's seen the reviews now.
Except mine. Except mine. Stop it. Stop it. No, I think I know what you're saying. I mean, I'd seen yours before I'd seen mine. Who misses? And it's okay. Not a fan of strawberry vapes. To be honest with you, man, you know, I'm not a fan of strawberry vapes. I'm really not. Danny will vouch for this. I mean, my flavour profile, when it comes to the fruits, they're not at the front of my choice with my flavour profile.
Mine is.
You are.
I love. I do say this on a lot of my reviews. A lot of my very first reviews are strawberry vapes because I love strawberry vapes. I love the strawberry flavours.
Yeah, and that's evident from your reviews. You love the old fruits, like, you know what I mean. Myself,
my taste has changed. Like, I've got the carrot cake. I've never thought I would ever vape a carrot cake, but I'm here. I'm done 25ml of a 50ml bottle already in 2 days.
But this is the good thing about watching reviewers like yourself and other reviewers, because you get that variety of ideas for tastes that you wouldn't normally approach. Now you've mentioned carrot cake, I'll be more open-minded if I see it anywhere to go get it, because I'll think, well, Danny said that was quite nice, you know what I mean?
Mate, if I was generous enough, I would send you like a 10ml sample of it, but I want to vape it all.
If you were generous enough. So what I need from that, if I was generous, means I'm a tight ass. I'm only messing, mate.
No, I just really like it.
Yeah. Alright, so let's read that again. I'm selfish and you're getting on, so fuck off. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. We got there in the end, didn't we? Like, no, I know what you're saying, mate. But because I trust your reviews and I've got an idea about your flavour profile, and as you said, your fruits, and this is one you would not dream of doing, makes me think it might be a bit more, the foot of this juice might be more in my camp than yours, because I like desserts. So my flavour profile jumps about so much, because like I said, a cake vape I would never have thought of trying because it's carrot. Yeah. But I'll jump straight on to it. I'll review this. I think this went up like a week ago. Yeah. Good. What's that? So look. Water waffles, a blueberry waffle. Oh, I seen that. I seen that one. Yeah, the water waffle. Yeah. Didn't you say there was more waffle though? In that one, it's more of a waffle. In the strawberry one, you get more of the strawberry. See, that sounds right up my street because I like desserts. Then
you can vape it and you think there's more blueberry in that.
Yeah, of course. Well, as you say, hence the caveat we always put on our reviews: taste is subjective. Yeah, but what I would say to that is, like, sort of, you get to know your reviewers and you try things from them, and it might not be things you like, but you get an idea what their palate's like. Would you agree with that? Yeah.
Mm.
So then you can make a better judgment call next time. Like, say you see something and you're reviewing, I don't know, camel cake or something like that, and you go, oh, I don't like that because I like fruits, and I'll think, well, actually,
is that a tobacco cake?
it's a sexual cake, camel toe cake. It's wonderful. Oh, hang on, sorry, apologies. I think we're all prone to a bit of that, aren't we? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh.
In fact, you know what? If I'm going to start making juices, I might just make one and call it that. I think it'll fly off the shelves, you know.
It's going to be like a fish fly.
Oh,
Not going Let's get back to the clean content.
Yeah, I think so. It's a bit before the watershed, this, isn't it? Like, yeah. Sorry, viewer.
Sorry, Martin, if we offended.
Yeah, Martin. That was Danny and his disgusting mind. You know.
My smut.
Smut, yes, indeed. Well, bless that young fella, me lad. You know. But yeah. So mods. What have I know you just bought the IPv 400? Was it? Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything out there you've got your eye on? You're thinking, do you know what? I wouldn't mind getting hold of one of them.
I would love to have a look at that. Is it the new iJoy?
The iJoy, go on, enlighten me.
It's got 4 18650s. It was
Oh,
in VIX.
yes.
The Maxo? Or
The Maxo, that's it. So the iJoy Maxo, innit?
Yeah, and XL Vaping. Big shout out to him because he's a brilliant reviewer.
I'll have to check him out. What was his name again?
Exhale.
Exhale Vaping.
Exhale.
Right.
Yeah, he's another good reviewer. And you actually get like customisable clips to go down the side.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He actually called them maxi pads.
Yes.
I actually giggled at that. I thought that was quite funny.
Well, the one I've got my eye on is, it's not released yet. I think it's the Smock G-Priv.
I actually hid that I've actually held that in my hand. There is a new Smock one coming out as well, which is very
the one I'm on
X2/3 esque.
The one I'm on about is
very nice.
The one I'm on about has got the big LED screen on it. Looks like someone slapped a phone on the front of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I held that at Expo from the Smock stand, and it's very comfortable.
Yeah. What was the weight?
Very heavy.
Was it?
It is a heavy mod.
Yeah. I seen that one.
There's all the tech in it though.
Yeah. I mean, it looks the dogs, doesn't it? It looks the dogs doodads. I'll be honest with you, like, you know what I mean?
It's nothing what I would probably go for.
Mike can sit.
If you could see my phone screen now, I would be no good with a big screen.
You've just preempted what I was going to say. That's the only downside, isn't it? Once that screen cracks, your mod is redundant pretty much, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So gimmicky. So, but I'd still like to have one. I just have to put it in cotton wool every time I took it anywhere. Like, you know what I mean?
If I had one, you probably wouldn't leave the house.
No, that's it. That'd be like your showboat one when the people come down shows and you go, I think I'll have a vape on. This? What? You're smoking on your mobile phone? Yes, don't you know? It's a clever phone, you know. And it'd just be a showboat one, wouldn't it? Like, you know. But also, what I wouldn't mind getting, I was watching Vaping with Vic the other day, and he is the Archon, is it? The Archon?
Yeah.
That looks a belter, that, mate.
So I'd love to go a bit high end as well.
Yeah.
You can probably get one of them stab wood mods from Ad Moses. Some of them was absolutely gorgeous at Expo. Absolutely gorgeous. Steve Vapes actually spent I think it was 165 notes on it.
160 quid? That's a lot of dough on a piece of wood, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah, with a board and a 510.
Yeah.
It is a lot of money, but it was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous tone.
Yeah, do you know what I've got a hankering for? And Angus McFungus. Hello, Angus McFungus, mate. How's it going?
How you doing, Angus?
Can you hear us okay, mate? Is the stream coming through okay to you? The sound and is the picture moving the way it should do? If you can just let us know, mate, that'll be brilliant. Good to have you aboard, Angus, by the way. Oh, hello. I'm getting a high CPU thing on my computer. Yeah, as I was saying anyhow, then, I'll go back to what I was saying. I've got a hankering for, I'd love one of them smock pipes.
Yeah.
There's something quite enchanting about being like that. What, you know what I mean? It just appeals to me.
I would love one, but once again, it wouldn't leave the house.
How are you, lads? Loud and proud. Loud and proud is right, Angus. Loud and proud. What I'm on there, mate.
I wouldn't say proud, but
yeah. Yeah. What I'm on there, Angus, as you can see, is the old Wismec RX2/3, and it's in the 2 battery form, mate, and I'm using the Cliso with lemon lush in there. Yeah, it's lemon lush in there. It's absolutely amazing. By the way,
if you haven't tried it yet, go and check out his review what he put up today.
Oh, well then, Danny, do you know what? You are top of my Christmas card list, you know that, don't you? And by the way,
if you're not happy about his review, go and check out mine.
Yeah, check out. Danny is a great reviewer, by the way. This is getting a bit. This is, by the way, on this channel, as you may have noticed, nepotism is alive and kicking. Yeah, and why not? I'll pat you all back, Dan. Pat that one, mate. Thank you very much. And there's one for you.
What, you tapping me head?
I was a bit there, wasn't I? Bloody hell. Yeah, we're doing well. Anyhow, Angus, what are you on, mate? Angus, give us the lowdown. What is your vaping setup at the moment, mate? The mod, the dripper, or the atomizer and the liquids? So come on, let us know what you're doing, mate.
What's your favourite dripper?
Mine? Well, do you know what? I've got quite a few. I've got a lot of people don't seem to have this, and it's an amazing dripper. It's called the Aeronaut. Are you familiar with it, Dan?
I have heard of it, but I haven't actually had a play with one.
Mate, it's absolutely outstanding. What it is, the fellow who designed it is an aeronaut engineer who loves vaping. So he's combined his 2 skill sets, his 2 loves, if you like, you know. And what it is, I'll see if we've got it here anywhere at the moment. It's the range that you can, yeah, it's here. There it is, there the aeronaut. See them little holes on it?
Is that the one where you can put the bar and cut off one of the areas?
Yes, that is the very one. But the actual, the permutations of how you can get your airflow on that is pretty much endless. I've just got it set up the way I like it, obviously. And it's only just like, I just have one coil in there. It's the system that you load it into, the coil system, it's a clamp. Rather than like sort of grub screws, you know. Oh well, Angus has replied there. The Limitless 200 and the Cliso Buddha. And what's that? La Buddha? I can't believe it's not
Brew La Buddha.
I can't believe it's not Buddha. That joke went horribly wrong there.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and a tugboat mech with the Kennedy 24. This is one serious vapor. What do you reckon, Dan?
I'd love a tugboat mech. I just can't afford one.
I like a tug. That's another story. Sorry, mate. Before the watershed. Sorry about that. I couldn't resist that one. Someone threw a tiger up.
Are we still on this smoke?
Someone threw the tiger up and I just had to shoot at it, you know. But Angus, that's a good setup there, mate. So you like your mech mods?
Buddha Brew. What's the flavour profile on that then, Angus? I haven't heard of Buddha Brew.
Oh yeah, I haven't. I can't believe I've not heard of Buddha.
Oh, he's got the clone tugboat mech by the looks of it.
Oh right, so he's not boosted then. There's no point me going down to his house to rob it, is there?
Well, clone's near enough as good as the original argument.
Now what you're supposed to say, Dan, is I don't subscribe to that stereotype of Liverpool people.
Well, I've only been to Liverpool once.
Yeah.
Did you come back with nothing?
Did you? He loves Scousers, really.
But I didn't take anything with me.
Yeah. I couldn't say the same if I come down your way. I went with nothing and come back without anything.
Like you come through my estate, you drive through my estate, and you got no ties at the end of it. That's how good they are.
Bloody hell. So they can put us to shame then, yeah?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. £12.50.
Pigeons are hard round here.
The pigeons wear suits of armour where I'm from, mate, I tell you.
Mate, I don't need them. You drive down the road round here, they won't move out your way.
They challenge the car, yeah?
Yep.
That's a tough cookie pigeon now.
I'm a pigeon.
Yeah. So £12.50 for the 100ml Buddha brew. As Danny said there, Angus, what is the flavour profile again on that? Is it a fruit? Is it a dessert? What is that exactly? If you can just enlighten us.
My tugboat is just as good as the real one. I totally agree. 1-to-1 clone, 40 quid years ago and still going strong. You know, I'm not saying anything about clones. I've got a clone Kennedy 22 and I've had a go at an original Kennedy 22 and they're exactly the same.
Do you know what?
There's nothing different.
To be honest with you, clones, as long as they're not trying to pass them off as the real McCoy and they make it quite clear it's a clone, it's your choice. I mean, I've got if you want to watch now, Dan, I've got the where is it gone? Yeah, I have got that there, which is the Velocity RDA2 clone. Yeah, and do you know what, mate?
The one.
Yeah.
And I love that. That's what I do all my juice reviews on.
Yeah. And I do when I'm reviewing, I always say, and it's a bit Chris from Empire Vapeco has a right giggle at this. Whenever I'm reviewing using this, I always go and I'm doing it on the Velocity RDA2 clone, so people know. Although you're never alone with a clone, eh?
I have two.
Oh, yeah, excellent. But what I made a mistake there on a couple of my reviews the other week, I was having a senior moment, seeing as I'm a fossil, right? And for some reason, I was calling this a bloody tsunami, and I didn't realise. I thought it said RDA2 clone, and I've been calling it a bloody tsunami. Oh, I don't know, I feel a dope, mate. Honestly,
I like a tsunami actually.
Oh, I don't like them, mate. Honestly, I've got one. I've got the genuine tsunami, right? And next to the RDA clone, it's not a patch. It can't hold a candle to it. The tsunami, for me, it's good, but I think there was more hype than how good it was, because I found the Velocity. But once again, it's down to your personal preference, of course. Like, but my tsunami is pretty much where is it? It's sitting, yeah. There it is, sitting all by itself. Let me get this camera right. That's the genuine one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Genuine tsunami, but let's get this camera thing right. It's a genuine one. You know, it's not a clone. It's the proper thingy, like. But I prefer my Velocities to that every time. Like, you know, that's not to say it's not good. I just find the Velocity a better vape, and also one that I really rate. And this is another genuine one, obviously. Is the Troll. No, the Troll version 2. That's the version 2, no, the engraving on.
Yeah.
What do you think about them, Dan, the Trolls?
The original, it's a cloud chucker and it's got plenty of flavour. I do like it, but once again, I do prefer my Velocity. The
Velocity is, I don't know, it's just one of them. It's like years ago when everyone had, I'm talking like in the 80s now, there was loads of amazing cars out, as there is today, and you always knew the car that delivered was the Ford Cortina. It just done what it needed to do, and it done it very well. Now for me, the Velocity RDA2 clone does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do, mate, and it's one of my go-to drippers.
The Velocity V1 clone does what it needs to do.
and that,
it just works.
Yeah. So getting back to when Martin started this, sorry, not Martin, Angus, sorry. Angus, about the 1-to-1 clones, I have no problems with them at all.
No.
as long as they're not getting passed off as the real McCoy, and they think you're a bit of a dope and they're trying to sell you as the real McCoy and at the real McCoy price, I have no qualms with it. As long as they're upfront about it and go, this is a one-on-one clone and it's one-on-one clone price.
Or style.
Or style, yeah. I mean, our friends from China, Fast Tech, tend to do that. And I'll be honest with you, mate, I've had some good stuff from Fast Tech. I am not elitist, I'm not ashamed to say.
I actually bought the... Hang on. It's got the wrong grip tip on it, but I bought an original off Fast Tech, and if anyone's offended, please look away now.
Wow. Bloody hell. That's going back a bit, mate.
This was only released this year.
Was it? What am I thinking that is then? What is it?
You probably think it's the Nada?
I was, yeah. And what is it?
No, it's the Wanko.
Pardon? But
the Wanko RDA.
Children, cover your ears, there's a man being obscene here. Oh, what?
Basically, it's got press fit coils.
Does that work with a tugboat?
Wanking on your tugboat. Oh, there we go. Back to the smut.
Oh, do you know what?
Yeah, but it comes with press fit coils. The coils are like a fuse, and basically you clip them in, and it's for a new person that wants to go on to dripping.
Right.
And with them coils, you do get a bit of spit back, but you can rebuild it, but it's on your single coil build. And I rebuilt it. It's actually on one of my vlogs, and the flavour I was getting off it was really good.
Dan, just give me a minute, mate. I'll be back. Just have a chat with Martin there, because he's talking about his clone. I'll be back in a minute, mate.
Right, so bought a Nautilus from a shop as original, and really, well, I don't agree with shops doing that. I hope you went back and actually spoke to them about it, because that is wrong. They shouldn't be doing that unless the shop didn't know themselves. If they didn't, then they need to know, so they get back to the supplier who's supplying them. So I've always bought a mixture of clones and of authentics. Mods, or the regulated mods, I've always had I've always bought the originals. I've got an original mech, which is the Black Hawk. It was buying off eBay. Well, there you go. If they knew that.
Sorry about this, Dan. Just get myself sorted again. Joe, what have I done here?
Yeah, batteries is a big. If you're buying clone batteries and they're selling them off as originals, that is a big issue. I don't buy any batteries off eBay.
Right, there's you there, mate. Just bear with me.
Okay, mate. I actually bought that my first Velocity off eBay, and I knew it was a clone. It said it was a clone, and that's why I bought it, because I wanted to see what it was like.
Are you talking back to someone in chat there, Dan? I've just come back.
Yes, mate.
Right, yeah. Go on, carry on then. I'll just sit back and listen for a bit. Go on.
Yeah, basically he's saying that he bought a Nautilus from a shop as an original.
Who's saying this, mate?
Martin in chat.
Right, okay, go on.
He actually he found out later on that he was actually a clone. A shop selling it as a...
So they're passing it off as the real McCoy?
Yes.
This is what I've just said. Go on.
But if they're getting off a supplier, they're telling them it's original, then it's just said they was buying off eBay.
Right, so their excuse was, or rather their explanation was, they bought it from a third-party supplier who claimed it to be real.
Well, they probably haven't said that.
Yeah, but that looks like basically where they're alluding to, isn't it? Was vaping the demon vapor juice made me ill. It's full of acetone, by the way, beware. Angus? Did you see that there, Danny?
It's not. It's actually been tested for acetone, and there's nothing in it.
The reason I passed that back to Danny's mess, or rather Danny is more up on demon vapor. I'm not sort of having slopey shoulders there, Dan. I just wanted you to have a look at that, you know.
I've had a good 60 ml of demon vapor juice, and I've had no problem. And it has been fully tested, and it's going. It's on the website. Okay. But it is being fully tested to go through the TPD now, so it should have no acetone in it from the new batch that's going to be coming out by end of next month.
Are we getting acetal mixed up with acetone here? As in acetal and diactal, they were the banned ones, weren't they?
Yeah. Acetone?
Yeah.
Hi, Dan Lab.
Hello, Dan. How's it going, mate? Not you, Dan. This Dan Lab. Hello, Danny, as well, like, of course. Like.
Hi.
Hey, this is good, though, getting the interaction with the chat. Listen, Angus, Martin, Dan made up with this. The interaction, that's what we want, Danny, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, defo. Buttery flavour. Right. Oh yeah, one for you there, Dan. Danny's of the world unite.
Yeah, the buttery flavour, it's... I've vaped quite a bit of it, and I haven't had a problem with being ill.
This is news to me, I'll be honest with you.
It does... different flavourings do a lot of different things to different people. So yeah. you might be allergic to acetone, where I'm not, or Tony's not, but I've vaped a lot of it and I've been fine, so it could be just that.
And also, can I just throw me 2 pence worth in? I mean, some people are not VG tolerant, you know, so they have to have mainly PG based, well, whole PG based e-liquids because they're not VG.
Or the other way around.
Or the other way around is right, yeah. So it could be a tolerance thing, is what I think Danny's alluding to. Is that correct, mate? An allergy type thing, if you will.
It's not shady using it as long as they're telling you they're using it. They're being responsible in that sense.
That's fair comment. That, I mean, they're not trying to hide it. If they're saying that,
if they're telling you that they're using it, it's up to you if you vape it.
Right. Yeah. Got to be careful here, guys, because with it being live and we're talking about someone's product, we'll have to like sort of rein that one in, I think. But I appreciate the input. Don't get me wrong, but I think we've got to be a bit like sort of clever about this, Dan. This is someone's product we're talking about, you know.
Yeah, but I reckon Jay would like to know what people think.
Oh yeah. I'm not enforcing censorship.
We're not slagging it off. I really like it. You really like it. He has a bad chest from it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So it needs the feedback off that.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. What I was thinking is the dynamics of the structure of the conversation, the way it's going. I don't want to get into like muddy waters myself personally.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah. But I appreciate the input, and as you say, I'm sure Jay will as well. Like, you know.
Better off smoking than vaping. That shit, no, because there's it's proven fact there's a lot more acetone in cigarettes than there is in what is in that. I think there's probably not even a mil of acetone in some juices, not just the Demon Vapors stuff. It's in a lot of other juices that have that buttery texture.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's not dodgy practice as Angus is saying, because he's telling you what is in it. He's being upfront.
Upfront, that's right. He's not trying to disguise. He's being very open about what's in his ingredients.
He's open about it, and
if he wasn't being open, then I could agree with dodgy. If he wasn't open about it, but to be dodgy would be not to give you the full story, in my view. You know.
Yeah.
That's how I'd interpret dodgy, like, you know. But once again, as I say, everyone's opinion is important. So, Angus, don't think we're censoring your opinion there, mate. We're not. We're just sort of...
We actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Appreciate your input.
Yeah.
We, as reviewers, we could send this input back off, saying that some people won't vape because it's got acetone in.
Well, that's right, because I mean... sorry, Dan.
If he's telling you that there's acetone in it, it's up to you if you vape it. It's your preference if you vape it or not.
It's an informed choice.
Yeah, to me, it's not. It hasn't affected me in any way, but for you, it has, and I'm sorry that it has.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
But it's an informed choice if you vape it or not.
Yeah, and that's why it's not dodgy, because it's an informed choice.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I think what we're going into here, Angus, is like sort of what's the word I'm looking for? We're dissecting things a little bit too much here. The fact that it's in small letters at the bottom, yeah, okay, maybe it might need to be in larger letters, but it's still there.
What you got to think about, what's on small letters on a cigarette packet? It's small print. Small print's there to... It's still telling you stuff, but it's up to you if you read it or not. Yeah,
yeah. And as I say, I think it's a sort of like a compound. What we're talking about here is he's put the information there. Yes, I agree with Angus, it might be a bit small, but I also agree he's put it there, so therefore it's not dodgy, because he give you the choice, the information.
It's like a contract.
Yeah.
You're buying a product and you haven't read that small print, and something goes wrong, but it's in that small print, they're covered.
Yeah.
So he's covered his back by still putting the information out there that he's got it in.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like we said, it's an informed choice if you vape it or not. It's your choice.
Yeah.
I choose to vape it because I like the flavour. It's like a diacetyl as well. There's still juices out there that's got it.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's a very minute amount compared to cigarettes.
Yeah. And can I just throw two pennies worth in there? There's juice vendors out there who will remain nameless, who won't give you the full information. Now that could be classed as dodgy, because they're withholding information, so you can't make an informed choice. The fact that the Demon Vapors put it there is not dodgy in any way, shape or form, because he's given you the information and then you make the informed choice. I think that's the way I would view it. How about you, Dan? I don't think it's dodgy at all. I think it's the information is there.
As long as the information's there, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Angus, I appreciate the fact that you've mentioned this, because as you just put in chat there, you never seen it and no reviewer mentioned it, is quite factually correct. Had we had this conversation before I've just put my review up for it, I certainly would have encroached on the matter, you know. So, Angus, I appreciate that, mate. I really do. That's all I can say to you. Thanks for like sort of giving us information that we were maybe not aware
that's
of.
What this is all about. But,
yeah.
You know, it's a community that helps each other.
Yeah.
So we could help you with stuff, and like you've just helped us with stuff.
Yeah, and as I said, Dan, I mean, Angus there has enlightened us to something. So next time we may feel, well, I will and you will feel obliged to maybe not highlight it, but mention this, you know. So he's done.
I'll make a more conscious thing of reading the small print.
Yeah, yeah. So he's done us a big favour, Angus.
Definitely. So thank you to
Angus.
Angus for actually, you know, as a reviewer, we don't get everything right.
No, we don't. And Angus, thanks for that heads up, mate. I appreciate that big time, you know.
No, we don't go into the full ins and outs of the websites and stuff. We just tell you what we found.
Yeah.
So,
great input.
It's good input. So, whatever, if I see small print on a website now, I will go off and look at it so we can get more information out to the viewers.
Yeah.
So thank you, Angus, for giving us that. So it gives us more of a
heads up
look at things.
Yeah, a rethink of maybe when we review, read the small print.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I just had one caveat there. I'm not getting us off the hook, but the thing is, we do it as a hobby and we love it, and we are going to make mistakes. But you know what? Everyone makes mistakes, and that's not the best excuse in the world, but it's just a hobby. But you know, Angus, you've done me a big favour, and I think Danny there, you've opened our eyes a little bit to maybe we could be looking a bit further into our reviews. So Angus, there was no browbeating going on there, mate. Totally appreciate your input, and
yeah,
fantastic,
definitely.
Fantastic,
and,
mate.
You know, you've helped us try to help other people.
Yeah. I tell you what, Danny, I'm loving this today, mate. This has been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, finding.
Yeah, I mean,
Angus, we totally understand that you just getting your point across in telling us about the acetone in it, and I know you wasn't having a dig, and we appreciate your input. We really do.
And I tell you what, Angus,
it's opened my eyes.
Yeah.
To look at small print.
And
as a chef, I don't look at small print on boxes.
Mm. Well, it's also
should do.
Yeah, it's also having the time. I mean, we tend to have a bit of blind faith in products, don't we? Like,
yeah.
And I think we're all human. We're all guilty of that, like, you know. But I'm gushing a bit now, Angus. But I just want to say this on behalf of Danny and myself. Your input there, mate, fantastic. As Danny said before, this is what it's all about. We don't know everything. We don't claim to know everything. And if you know something we don't know, what you've just done there has been fantastic. So, Angus. Yeah. Star contributor so far. I love that, mate.
Angus, I'm going to start reading everything now so I can get the best information out from my viewers, and I'll bet for you to be the same.
Absolutely, yeah. And this is what makes the vaping community great. Is Angus has just educated us and showed us a bit of information we didn't know, and this is what I always say on my videos, and Danny is the same on his. It's all about sharing the knowledge, you know. You never stop learning this game. Martin, well said, by the way. Another input there from Martin, Danny. You never stop learning this game.
Martin, definitely.
We're all learning, and as from a reviewer perspective, I'll get that out. As a reviewer's perspective, I think Danny will sort of echo this. We try and make the mistakes for you.
Yeah.
And if there's shortcuts, we'll try and find them for you. And if we don't have the knowledge, if I don't have the knowledge, I'll find it for you, or I'll revert it to someone who does have the knowledge, like, you know. And this today, sorry Dan, I'm not hogging the conversation, mate, I'll shut up in a minute. This today has been a fantastic example of how all of us in chat and here on the screen work as a vape community.
Yeah.
This encapsulates what I'm in it for, you know what I mean? Like, I'll shut up now.
Angus, I totally agree. A lot of companies do not mention that it's got the hidden nasties in it. But as we just said, a lot of companies do, and you make the educated choice of if you're going to vape it or not. But yeah, a lot of companies, to be honest, a lot of companies that don't put it on are just out there to make
it Angus. Listen, lads, can I just ask Danny, can I just ask the lads in chat, just ask them a couple of questions? This is not really like sort of searching for compliments, but what you've witnessed so far, me and Danny, as you can see, it's got work in progress. We're pretty new to this. How do you feel this has gone as a broadcast and interaction? Honest answers, guys. If you think there's something we can improve on, shoot from the hip, you know. But as I say, a little bit of feedback at this stage. How about you, Dan? I'd be quite interested.
Yeah, I'd be. It'd be fantastic.
So me and Danny are going to have a toot.
Just so we can improve.
Yeah, we'll have a little toot while you throw something in chat. What do you reckon, Dan?
Yeah, man, I'll just filled up.
Okie dokie.
Because I'm running a bit low on carrot cake.
Oh, thanks for that, Angus. That's it.
Depends who's casting on VU Live.
Hey, very diplomatic that, Danny. Very diplomatic, mate. Oh, nice one, Martin. Appreciate that, mate.
Yes, thank you, Martin.
Dan Lab, all good. Yeah. Fantastic. I tell you what, we're only new, but we have got the best chatters in the land, Danny.
So, hang on.
It's okay, just mate. It's all right. Go ahead.
Talking to the wife.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it in just doing a show.
Hey, Dan, you remember, Dan Lab, remember that I've got my Poundland mic. Yeah.
Yes, I'll tell you what, that mic ain't that bad.
Well, as I say,
I'm just using, because I use my phone to do a lot of the shows that I have done.
Yeah.
And I'm using my phone now, and I've just got a mic on here.
Your hands free. Do you want to? I mean, when you record.
Yeah. I do need to get a pen now.
You know, when you're recording your reviews, Danny, what mic are you using for that?
I have.
Oh, it's sonar. Is it sonar? It's froze. Why is it froze? You froze, mate. Toner, is it? Danny's froze. You froze for a minute there, mate. Is it a toner?
I think my connection just went.
Yeah. Is it a toner?
It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's just like a.
Yeah, I've got one.
That's what I use on my reviews.
I've got one, but you know,
I have a separate phone.
Yeah.
That I record my reviews on.
I record mine on a Samsung.
Plug that and just plug it in there.
Yeah, I record mine on a Samsung S5, all my reviews. But I'll just show you something now that might pay dividend for you. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, up until I've got a mic now. Well, I used to be in a rock band years ago, so I found one of my old mics, right, and it's above my head. Not at the moment, for when I do my recordings, that is, it's above my head, right? Yeah. But before that, what I used to do, right, was, see this here? This is like what you've got around your neck now. It's a hands-free kit, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I've got on the phone.
Yeah, so what I done, right, I got myself a little lapel clip for it, right? And I'll just open it up a minute and show you what I've done, and it works a treat, mate. You know, for the clarity, you know, for when you're actually doing your recordings, that is, like, you know, instead of using the toner mic. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but the clarity is amazing. So there it is, open, right? And what I've done, see the headphone part?
Yeah.
I've taped them down the neck, the wire itself, see? So I wear that up the sleeve, up the shirt, and that just sticks out the top. See, I put a little clip on there, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
That little clip. And then basically that just clips to your lapel. And mate, the quality difference when you're doing your recordings is outstanding. So yeah, so your headphones, you just tape them out of sight. See the headphone part?
Yeah.
So that goes under my shirt. If you look at my early reviews, you'll notice I've got a lapel mic. Well, it's not. It's that.
Yeah.
And the quality out of it, mate, it served me brilliant for months, honest to God. So have a little try that on one of your recordings. Just have a little demo done and see how you get on with that. So that's Tony's top tip for today.
Like I said, I'll just plug in my mic and have it close to me, and it's better than the actual mic was on the phone. So
yeah,
that's what's done me so far.
Well, that's what I used to do. So I have my Samsung S5 on a tripod stand, yeah, and I used to have that like a lapel mic attached to my shirt, and it plugs in because with it being like a hands-free mic, it works anyhow, and you just have the headphones down out of sight, and just try it and see how you get on, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at my early videos, right, my early things about, say, 5 months ago, and they're all recorded using that, just on my Samsung S5, like, and all my videos to this day are recorded on my Samsung S5.
All mine are done on. I started off using my iPhone, but then the charge port started like messing me about. And then I got this off my dad, the Windows phone.
Right, yeah.
It's just done me good for the last 3-4 months.
Well, it's spot on, and as I say, improvisation, mate. And I just thought, as we said before, sharing the knowledge. Try that out and see how you go on your recordings, and you get like a very good studio sound as opposed to having a desk mic, which is great. But when it's this close to your gob, and it's got the little the clip on there to your shirt, it sounds more studio-like. It's just my opinion, like, you know what I mean. So have a little go, see how you get on.
I'll give that a bit of a test.
Overhead mic, that's Angus. Overhead mic picks up Evan. You're loud and clear, Tony. Superb. I've watched your vids from the start, Tony. Good reviews with no bias. Angus, thank you very much, mate. I totally appreciate that. That means the world to me, that. And there is no bias at all, you're right. Me and Danny were talking before about being reviewers. And there's no point to us just going, yeah, it's great, yeah, it's great, yeah, it's great, because you've lost your integrity straight away. You've become a yes man.
It's like I don't like coconut. I've done a juice review with coconut in, and I will tell you, I'm not a fan of coconut. It's not my taste, and somebody else. So custards, I will tell you, I'm not a big fan of custards.
Oh, I love me custards. You know,
but I'll still give them a go. I'll still give my honest opinion.
Yeah.
And I'll go to people like my friend Luke, who likes custards, and go like, well, other people like it, so its taste is subjective. So this could be for you guys.
Yeah, I didn't realise you're a coconutist. Danny, there's a little mention there for you, mate, off Angus, by the way. He's one of my subscribers, and he's just put a little note down there for you.
Yeah, if you want to go and go over.
Subscribe to Danny's channel, I'll say it for them. Get into Danny's channel there, chaps. It's spot on.
Well, if I just type a little something and just click on my name. So I've just typed in chat, because you can have to go over the name and subscribe from there.
That's true.
That's if you want to, you don't have to. But
very
really do be appreciated.
That was decent.
Thank you, Angus.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. But
that was decent of Angus, that, mate. Spot on, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, me and Danny, Angus, a little bit of background. We were messing around with the idea. I got the C920 webcam the other week. And I wanted to have a go at this live broadcasting, and I was floundering around like a fish out of water, to be honest with you. I didn't have a jar of glue what to do, and Danny very kindly said, well, do you know what, so I'll have a go with you, like, you know. So we had a little couple of dummy runs, didn't we, Dan, which were, we hit the crossbar a couple of times. The background story on that was, when I was using XSplit, I got Danny in, but I couldn't get his volume out, and we were sort of hitting the goalpost all the time. And then Vaping with Vic, by the way, you guys subscribe to Vaping with Vic, you probably have already, he's a cracking fella. He come on board the other night. I was doing one of these test broadcasts, and he said, what you need to do, So, is this, that, blah blah blah. And then Danny very kindly jumped in for 5 or 10 minutes live with me, and we got it working. So this today is a result of the fantastic input of Vaping with Vic. And you know what, I don't know about you, Danny. Yeah, I don't know about you, Danny, but I'm absolutely pleased as punch the way this is going today.
Yeah, definitely.
And for you guys in the chat there, I don't know if you're going to be sort of following us, but we're going to try and make this a bit more regular. I mean, we're going to have another go tomorrow, aren't we, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, defo. 4 o'clock, and probably Friday. And then as this develops, and if people seem to be keen on it, we can start doing this on a more regular basis. Now, I'm taking the lead here, Dan. Stop me if I'm going too far ahead, like, you know what I mean? But I'm just sort of giving the people in chat an idea of possibly where we're going to take this in the future, you know?
Yeah, carry on.
And as I say, if you guys are enjoying this, which so far, fantastic, the input, what you've said, so far has been good. If you're enjoying this, we will probably make this a regular feature. How regular is questionable, because I don't know what Danny's job is, but my job involves shift work and call outs. So what that's leading up to is the fact of saying it would be every Friday at such and such a time. I couldn't work within that constraint because of the nature of my job. However, what I would say is if we could sort of do like a fortnightly thing and then maybe bang it up on our channel saying, you know what, tomorrow this is going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
Another sub there, Dan.
Thank you, Angus. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't do this for the subs. I do it for the shits, the giggles.
Absolutely.
And, no, just get information out there. It's nice to get subs. Don't get me wrong.
Well,
I don't do it for that.
Yeah, I don't do it for like sub glory, shall we say. That's not the drive. But what I do
it's like the last day I've lost 2 subs.
Yeah, I lose.
That's 2 subs I've just got back.
That happens, Dan, doesn't it?
Beat myself up over
No, it happens, Dan. People get fed up and they go off elsewhere, and they're entitled to do that. Like, but you and I, we're not doing it for what I would call sub glory.
I don't want to get famous.
But when the subs,
I'm doing it so I get information out there to you guys.
Yeah. But I do appreciate, and I do mention when the subs go up, because what it does, it tells me that maybe I'm doing something right. So when the subs are going up, that's the reason I get excited, because I think, well, do you know what, I must be doing something right here. People must be enjoying it and learning.
Angus has just got it down to a T. Share the info, lads. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely spot on. Spot on. I'm going to have to learn how to use my hand on this bleeding camera. I keep putting my thumb in places where it shouldn't go. Ooh, missus.
You in your double entendre?
I am, yeah. Double entendre. I might change the channel to Tony's double entendre. In fact, this might be the name of the live chat show. No, it's not. It's not going to be the name of the live chat show. That would just scare the pants off people. Ooh, missus, I've done it again. But you've got to have a giggle. At the end of the day,
definitely.
You know, having a giggle.
If you don't enjoy doing this, you just won't do it, will you?
Well, I think people can tell. They can tell your integrity. They can tell your sense of keenness about what you do. I think if you're a charlatan, you'll be quickly found out, and people will they'll move away from you like you've got leprosy. You know. I don't get paid for this. You don't get paid for it.
No.
Okay. Go on.
All I'm going to say that we do get paid in a sense if we get stuff sent free for review. Because if we get a bottle, a 30ml bottle, that is what, £12 in the shop?
Yeah.
So the company spent money to send. So they spent about 17 quid. That is our payment for it.
Yeah.
To get the information out to you guys.
But
we don't get paid cash money.
Yeah. But also, payments alludes to the fact that you might be on side of the company, so I wouldn't use payment. What I'd say is we get freebies, but when we get the freebies, I always state, and Danny always states, I don't care you've sent me for free. If it's crap, I will say it's crap. If it's good, I will say it's good. At the end of the day, I'm speaking to you guys out there, and I've got to be honest at the end of the day. So the fact that someone sent me something for free does not in any way, shape or form influence my opinion. It can't do, because if that's the case, I might as well give up tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And Angus, we know he wasn't having a dig at the Demon Vapor, but thank you for letting us, giving us the information. I
echo what Danny's just said, by the way. I echo exactly what Danny's just said.
We like I say, we're still learning. You're still learning. Everyone in this industry, because it's such a young industry.
Yeah.
Is still learning about everything.
Yeah. And opinions count, you know. Whoever's opinion it is, it still counts. I know that sounds a bit patronising, and I'm not meaning to be patronising, but opinions do count, you know.
I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong.
No.
You might be right for your taste buds. I'm right for my taste buds, and That's just how it is.
And well said, Dan Lab, yeah. And if the crap, and if it's crap, then the juice is worthless to you. Yeah, exactly. Like, so it's not a form of payment. I'll sort of slightly sidestep agreeing to that. It's what it is. It's a freebie, but on that premise of it being a freebie, don't you, the vendor, think I'm going to give you a plus report because it was free. That's not going to happen. It's never going to happen.
I appreciate everything that's given to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Appreciation is one thing. Falsifying the information is another thing. You know.
When there was an expo and I went around with Castle and I was being introduced, it was like, oh, review these for us, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's so humbling to. And when I went up to some of the juice manufacturers that I've done reviews for and said thank you, and they've turned around and said no, thank you for doing the review.
Yeah.
You know, honest and everything. I'm like, what else can you say?
It's gratifying, isn't it?
Yeah, it's humbling.
Yeah.
Is the word I think.
Yeah, humbling is another good choice of word as well. Basically, it's a two-way street of appreciation that they've sent it to you and you took the time to review it and you took the time to be honest about it. And it's a bonus if it works for both parties where it was a good bit of swag. Then it's win-win for everyone, you know what I mean? But, and I say I'm labouring this point, honesty and integrity is what we're about. If we don't employ them two words, we might as well give it up, you know?
Yeah.
But one caveat I'll add to that is, when it comes to E-Cig juice, taste is subjective. So I'll be as honest as I can about an E-Cig juice, but taste is subjective. I may have told you that's the best juice under the sun because it tastes the best juice to me. However, you might get it and go, that's only what a load of crap. And that's why I always say it's subjective. And when I say subjective, it's your taste buds and it's also your setup as well. You know, your setup makes a difference. You know, if you have that in an RDA, you have that in a dripper or a tank, it's going to taste different each time.
Yeah.
If I'm doing it at different watts and different coils, I'm going to pull something different out. So that's where the subjective thing encompasses all these things I've just mentioned.
To my very first videos, I used to do reviews in a tank and in a dripper. That's how I started off because I wanted to be different.
Yeah.
But I couldn't just keep doing that because people wasn't getting interested in the. People have tanks, people have drippers. Some people have both, but you just can't. I just couldn't keep doing the videos how it was going. It was just too long.
No, and hence why we employed the words taste is subjective, because therefore the people aren't idiots. People know what we mean when they say taste is subjective. It's all them parameters I've just mentioned, your tank, you know, whether it's in a dripper, what your setup is, like, you know. All we can do is say, do you know what, lads, and girls, we've tried this and we quite enjoyed it. This is what we pulled out of it. Have a go yourselves. And that's why I always say at the end of my videos, if you've tried this, either after I've reviewed it or before, leave your comments down below. You know, I always say that because then I'm getting the full feedback and people will either say, yeah, you were right, so, or no, you weren't, and they'll state the reasons. And the reason for that is then everyone who's watched that can see the comments and they can evaluate even further. Then they can go, well, Tony said this, but Jack said that.
I say in my reviews, don't just go off one person, one reviewer's either.
Yes.
Go and have a look at other people's.
Absolutely correct, Danny. Absolutely correct.
That goes with mods as well.
Yeah.
So I could say this is the best mod in the world. Go and buy it now. You could review it the next day and say it's crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not your style of vaping, or because everyone has a different style of vaping. But yeah.
Yeah, so to build on that point you just said there, Dan, it's very right what you said. So this is why, you know, reviewers like myself and yourself, I don't see anyone as competition, and I don't say that in an arrogant way. What I say is we're all in it together and we share the knowledge. And I recommend people go check out your channel, and I'm sure you do with me, and other channels as well, because variety, you've got to get as much in as you can, because each reviewer has their own style, which is brilliant, and they all have their own take on things, which is brilliant. But the more of these people you can watch, the better you can make a judgment call, or near enough better, I should say. Like, but having said that, we all have our favourite reviewers as well, like, you know what I mean. And that's not a bad thing neither. I mean, like, I probably like favour a lot of the people you favour, as the guys in chat do as well, like, you know. But variety, don't just go on one reviewer's point of view, is what I'm saying, you know.
Well, we've just had a question in chat
Go
of
on.
Angus.
Go on.
Out of interest, guys, how much juice do you go through in a day? I'll let you start that off.
Right, to be honest with you, when I'm in
He
work,
says he does 10 to 20 mil a day.
10 to 20 mil a day. Right, when I'm in work, the nature of my job, like most people I suppose watching, you can't really do juice, like, so on a work day, God, I'd be lucky if I went through 10 mil on a work day, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm not working, like today, I'm hammering it today. I'm absolutely hammering it because obviously, like, what we're doing.
You went home and you just
and you chill. So what I would say is, in answer to that question, I don't really know the answer, but I'd say in work, no more than 10 mil. At home, it could be 10, 20, 30. You know, it depends on how my day's going. Dictates. I hope that wasn't the wrong answer to give. I'm trying to really think about it and say it as I'm thinking. So 10 mil in work, no more, no less. At home, 10, 20, 30. I don't think I'd ever do more than 30, to be honest with you, because even though when I used to smoke, I used to do 40 a day, you know what I mean? Like, but my vaping habit is not the same as my smoking habit in that respect, you know. So back to you, Danny. You give the information there, what your sort of consumption is.
It all depends on my setup. It's like Baby Beast. I've filled this up in the last 2 hours 4 times.
Right.
It's a 3 mil tank.
Yeah.
So that's 12 mil just sitting here.
Yeah.
Because I'm just sitting down, chilling out.
Yeah.
And not thinking. I'm just vaping.
Yeah.
Pulling more in. So if I have a day like that, yeah, I could probably go through 30, 40 mil.
Yeah.
If I'm at work, I'll go for about 20.
Really? Well, I judge by what you just said there about, you know, I know what your job is now straight away, but I'm not going to say it on air because that's your business, like.
I'm
so
a chef.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought you said you settle. I thought you said settle as in cabs.
No, if I'm just sitting there,
yeah,
just chilling out, I will go through a lot.
Yeah. Now, when you use the word settle in Liverpool, that's what the cab drivers talk about. You know, the money they make each day. They call it the settle. So I assumed you were the cab driver. Sorry, mate.
No, I'm a chef, so it's a very stressful job. And when you've had a busy period, I'll go out and I will blast. If I've got the Clito 120. I haven't filled that up since I've come home from it because I've been on the carrot cake all afternoon. But I've got the watermelon candy one in there, and I'll vape it, and I'll vape that one more at work.
Yeah.
And I'll probably get through. Is it what? 5 mil, 6 mil tank on the 120s.
Yeah. What watts do you tend to vape at all the time, Dan? What are you vaping at?
Well, I'm on because the high wattage coils. I'm on 65 watts on that, and I'm going to show you this one.
What's that? 60 odd? Was it 60 odd? Is that 66? 666. Oh, the number of the beast. Oh.
The wattage of the beast.
The wattage of the beast. Hey, there's a fellow who's in your
Angus, if you can, this is by a company called Chateau Noir Labs, and
the MD is Bugs Bunny.
I could just drink it. It's absolutely brilliant.
The MD of that company is Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
It looks like Martin's in your camp, Danny. He says he goes between 30 and 40 mil a day, you know. And Angus is on 60 watts on a regulated or 85. Now, this is where it's different, guys. This is why I'm not going through as much as you, I would hazard a guess. Is because my wattage, I don't go high wattage, to be honest with you. I mean, like that, for me, if you can see it, that's round about where I am. 50 or 45, or depending if I'm in work, I'll be doing 30 watts.
What about on your Baby Beast?
The Baby Beast, let's see what I was banging that out at before. I know what it's capable of, it's what I'm comfortable doing. No, I've got that at 50 watts as well. 50 watts.
I've always found with the Baby Beast, what coil you got in that?
It's the octuple one. I know it can go damn higher, I know that. In fact,
the Q2 coils at 57, I know this sounds really weird, 57.2 watts is absolutely spot on for me. Yeah, on the Q2 coil.
Okay, let's have a little whack of that. Yeah, see what I tend to do, and this is a subjective one again, I seem to find, judging by your setup once again, certain coils are more flavoursome at lower watts. Some need the watts to pull the flavour out. So yeah, I will vary, but I think safe bet would be to say between 30 and 50 watts is where I am most days, you know. If I'm being on the ale, sometimes your taste buds get numbed a bit and whatever. Sometimes you are cranking it up as well, like, you know what I mean. But I think between 30 and 50 watts, you know, what's Martin put there? Had 100 ml of pink water from No Bacchus and done a lot within 2 days. Wow, that's heavy going, that.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Whoa,
I'll do
Jesus.
about 200 ml in a week.
That is. I've just gone. I tell you, Martin, I've just gone weak at the knees thinking about that, you know. Angus, Butter Brew, lads, it's lovely and cheap. Comes on. Okay, Angus, is that one you can get online, or is it primarily in bricks and mortars, you know, Butter Brew?
Another cheap one to get, I don't know what I'm pointing at here, I'm pointing at my computer screen when you're up here.
I was down there by the side of your table a minute ago.
Yeah.
Who's that? Skint.
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 That's a cola bottle. Cola bottles, that is.
Oh, you reviewed that a couple of weeks back, didn't you?
Yes.
And you were saying it's great, it's very fizzy cola.
That's 120 ml.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will put the plug in there for the grumpymonkey.co.uk.
Right.
They've got like 7 or 8 different flavours, and guess how much that is?
3 bob. That's old school talk there. No, I'd say, go on, so what was the millage again? 100 mil?
120 mil.
120 mil. I did see your review, so I might be cheating if I get this right. I think it was, let me think what you said, was it something like $9.99 or something along them lines?
$9.99.
Was it right? Yeah. Which just goes to show, Danny, I do watch your reviews.
It's not a premium juice.
Yeah.
It's a budget juice.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It tastes exactly what it's meant to.
Yeah.
It tastes like cola bottles. And if I could get my wife out here, and I know she won't, she doesn't vape and she's never smoked.
Yeah.
And she'll just do this.
And just smell it.
Just smell it.
Good deal. So it's very appealing then, even to the nostrils.
Hang on. And if I can get a yes off the wife. That cola bottles. You like to smell it? Do I not get a yes?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. There you have it. There you have it, people.
She just loves to smell it.
Proof live on air from E-Cig Stuff Towers. Danny's missus has just said she loves to smell.
Hang on. What? Oh, here we go. Go on then.
Oh, if I must, said Danny. What's this? Dan Lab, I get juice, £7.50 for 100 mil. Tell me more, Dan Lab.
Tell us more.
Yeah, tell us more. Share the knowledge. That's great knowledge. I want loads of that knowledge. And Angus, Mech Addict Juice is nice too. So Angus, I'm guessing you get most of your stuff online, would that be correct? I mean, I'm not against online, but what I did say in one of my videos a while back is we've got to remember, guys, we do have to support bricks and mortar stores.
Yeah.
For the simple reason,
but most bricks and mortar stores now are online.
Yeah, yeah.
Well.
But you know the ones that aren't. I mean, support them, because at the end of the day, chaps, they're only round the corner. If you run out of juice at 8 o'clock, you go get yourself some or whatever. Like, you know what I mean. So you might pay a little bit more, but you're paying for the convenience. Like, I'm not, and there's shops out there who rip off merchants, so avoid them like the plague. You know what I mean. But if you've got a decent shop by you, try and give them a bit of like sort of custom every now and again. Keep them going, like, you know.
I try to pop into the full rainbow in me every so often, just to show my face, and I actually go in there and buy stuff. I buy my coils from Red Hot Vaping in Wednesbury.
Yeah, don't make them yourself. Scandal, scandal, everyone.
No, if I got the baby bits.
No.
I'll buy my pre-made coils.
Your pre-made coils.
Stock
coils. That's the fella. Yeah, stock coils.
From the bricks and mortar.
Yeah,
I go to a shop in Walsall. I used to go in every day after work before my baby started going to school.
Yeah.
And I'll go in there to have an interaction with the people that are working there.
Yeah.
And because the person who runs that shop make me this.
Danny, I'm just going to leave you with the chat room for a minute. I'll be back in a minute, mate. Sorry about this.
It's alright, mate.
Be back soon, as.
I'll try to get into most of the shops, and my mate Aid from Toaster Mods, who now is Toaster Designs, makes these mods, and it's unregulated and it's beautiful. Hang on, chaps. Yeah, usual. Yeah. Just a curry. Sorry there, guys. We've got 6 vape shops all taking the piss well. Why is that then, mate? Why do they take the piss? Oh, I just charge a fortune. It's all because of the overhead, so I get why they do it, but they don't need to do it. It's if it's I know Electric Mist, they do a lot of overcharge on their stuff, and they don't need to, but they are coming down in their prices because they see a lot of other things. 15 quid over odds for mods, thanks to RDAs. Well, I can see why they do it with a couple of quid just to cover their overheads. But with that is a bit of a messed up situation. What they shouldn't be doing that. I've never used a vaporizer. I've never been in the shop for vaporizer either. But I go to Electric Mist quite a lot in the town called Walsall, around the corner from me. And yeah. Sorry about the noise. He's been noisy, kid.
I'm back now, Dan.
Livinder's 24mm for 40 quid. I've seen them for 30, and I understand why they're doing 30. I mean, you can get them for 25. But 40 quid, that is just bad.
What's that? What have I missed?
Basically, Angus has got 6 shops round by him, and they charge over 15 quid for over the odds for mods and stuff. He was just put the limitless 24mm.
Yeah.
The RDA is 40 quid in his local Bristol mortar shop, where normally you can pay 25 quid for them.
That's scandalous.
I can see it being 30 quid just to cover their overhead.
Yeah.
Yeah? But 40 quid, that's a lot.
That's a big markup there, isn't it?
Yeah. Snowwolf's 120 quid.
By the way, chaps, apologies. I had to get myself a glass of water. With all this vaping, my gob was like Gandhi's flip-flop, you know what I mean? Honest to God, I had to get myself some water. Sorry about the interruption there.
One of them is shops for the smart alien. So shops like that, I think they're just out to make money, not to help, like, to do anything else.
Well, you got a lot of shops out there, Dan, right? When vaping first started, the people who run the vaping shops were people who were into vaping, wanted to help vapors, you know, like themselves. Now, people have seen it's a lucrative business, and you've got unscrupulous people out there who are just in it just to get the coin, you know. And unfortunately, you've got to get that in all walks of life. So you've got to weed out the wheat from the chaff, basically,
yeah.
Like. Once you know shops like that, I think you're duty bound, not to do it on air, but you're duty bound to inform vapors walking down the street who are going into that shop, go, listen mate, do yourself a favour, he's taking the mick, try such and such a shop, you know what I mean?
So this is why us as reviewers, not just us two, you got Kelvin who's in here earlier, you've got Vaping with Vic, Vaping C1, CK, you've got Big Tom, you've got all these different reviewers out there to give you the information and how much these are, and to tell you about different shops that do this as well, because I haven't had that actual had that experience in the shops round by me. But they sell it for the prices that they should be selling it for. Yeah, they might add that little bit on to cover their overheads, which is totally understandable. But as Angus just said, like we're going back to clones again. Clones for authentic prices, I don't agree with that at all.
Sorry about that. I think my baby beast coils just bit to death. I just got a horrendous, like, sort of like a dry hit. So I think the coil's goosed on it, mate. You know.
How long you had the coil in there for?
2 weeks, about 2 weeks.
Bloody hell, that's good going though.
Yeah, it is really. I can't complain. You know what I mean? No. I was pushing it there, like. So it's back to the old lemon lush.
Not really. He does slag not slag. He does like. This is on about Vic loves everything. He doesn't love everything. I've seen him slander a lot of mods off and a lot of juices off as well.
Yeah, I have, to be honest. I have. Now, I think, I definitely have seen him slice a few off, to be honest with you. You've got to, because as I say, if you don't, and you keep saying that, I'm sorry about this, my earpiece has gone all wonky. You've got, as we said before,
Did you then?
Ow! You know what, people? By the way, everyone unsubscribe from his friggin' channel. He's shite. I've seen him body blow a few of them, to be honest with you, and quite rightly so. You know, you've got to. If you're just saying you're wasting your time and you're wasting everyone else's time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My Cleso coil, this will go 1 month. Yeah, the high on slating,
Martin, the high on slating was the best one ever.
It was good. I need to put some juice in my thing. Hang on a minute.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to get me some water. I'm getting a bit thirsty.
Okay, you got a gob on you. You got a gob on you like Gandhi's flip flop as well. Okay, chaps, you're stuck with my ugly mug. So if you want to bang something in there, I'll chat.
Sorry, but I didn't think I'd be on here this bloody long.
I was looking forward to that today, wasn't I?
Oops, I think he's forgotten.
I'll do it for tomorrow night, Steve.
Mic was on. Right, lemon lush, guys. Gonna have some of this. So let's have a go with this. Used to watch his vids, but not see them anymore. Hyam was the funniest. Never seen another about E-Juice though. Yeah, Angus. Yeah. I know I'm being a bit repetitive with what I'm saying, but as a reviewer, you've got to be honest. You've got to be. Otherwise, you're not worth the salt. You know what I mean? You're not worth your salt. You've got to be honest. And
putting it on, you know.
And a lot of people. I've seen some reviews, even when they're trying to be harsh about stuff or slag stuff. Some people just. They're not diminishing their integrity. Some people find it a little bit difficult to be maybe as forthright with the comments as they should be. You know, if they don't like something like. I can't think of anyone who springs to mind. I can see the faces, but the names aren't coming to me. Like, you know.
So I was trying to get I had to get my Red Bulls out my bag.
Oh, missus, you pack that in. Oh, right, okay. Everyone look at Danny's red balls. He had a red face before, that was probably why. But far too serious. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like we said before, do you know what? At the end of the day, everyone has their own reviewing style, and it's up to ourselves to make our choices whether we want to watch them or not.
I don't have style.
Yeah,
I'm just good.
You're right, you don't have style, Danny.
Look at me, I'm in a hoodie and look.
Hey,
own branding or nothing.
Yeah. Listen, I'm too old to wear a cap. If I wear a cap, I look like I'm trying to be hip and trendy, you know what I mean? Like, so.
No, if you wear a hat, you'll lose your hair.
You lose more subs. Everyone, fuck his channel right off now, okay?
What was that, mate? Because there is.
I did have a cap here. Someone sent me a cap. So I might give you a giggle if I can find this cap.
Is it a snapback?
Yeah, I used to wear a snapback.
With the kids now?
Well, it's all good in the hood, Danny. You know, it's all good in the hood. You know, in it, brap, brap, brap. I can do all that stuff. You know what I mean? Back in the day,
you got a voice for it though.
All right, thanks very much. You got a voice for radio. You know that, don't you?
I'd love to be on radio.
Yeah. So would we. Oh, did I say that out loud then? Sorry about that, Danny, lad. No, this is just banter. People in the chat, this is just banter, by the way. Danny's a cracking fella. I'll tell you the truth when he goes. No, he is. He's spot on, like. You can wear a flat cap, Tony. Ow, Dan! Oh, shot through the heart by Dan Lab. Flat cap. Do you know what, Dan? I have a good mind to set me whippet on you.
Dan Lab, does he need the cane to go with that as well?
Come on now. I'm here, you know. Yeah, when I was a lot younger, I was in a rock band, so I had hair down by my arse, not on my head, just loads by my arse, you know. And I used to wear the snapbacks all the time, no back to front.
I'm broken.
Yeah, well, what it is, Dan, up here in Liverpool.
You used to plait it together as well?
Up here in Liverpool, we go to a school of comedy. It's part of the curriculum at school. We have to learn to be funny, like, because you know we're thick and we can't do anything else, like, so that's the way it works. But no, when I was a younger fella, I used to have the snapbacks back to front, and my hair dead long and all that. But now I'm like, how can I put this without?
Oh, we have a new chatter.
Oh, we do.
Michael Jones.
Oh, right there. I know Michael. Hello, Michael.
Is he one of your subscribers?
He certainly is. He's family.
Hello, Michael.
He's family, Michael. Hello, Mike. How's this coming through to you, mate? Tony.
Angus was a drummer.
Yeah. Tony Fnerd. Oh, Angus was a drummer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, that's not a bad thing. If you can't play an instrument, play the drums, you know. Sorry about that, Angus. I couldn't resist it, mate.
hang on. When he says Tony from the hood, does that mean the hood of the car that you tried stealing?
Aye. It's family, you know. It's family, you know. You'll find out. Let me do my thing your impression. I have a special skill set. I will find you, and when I find you, I will kill you. Now, my family.
Danny Labs from near Liverpool.
Hello, Dan.
Everton.
Hey, stop that! No swearing on this channel. Pack it in.
Hang on. You swore at me earlier.
Wolves. What?
Oh.
Couldn't resist that. So you're very near Liverpool, Dan, yeah? What's the difference?
You've been on here for 2.5 hours.
Jesus, we'll have to wrap it up soon, mate, won't we? Loads of scousers up here, all funny lads. I hope you mean funny lads and not funny lads, if you catch me drift. Not that there's anything wrong with funny lads, you know what I mean?
Okay. What's the difference between a drummer and a large pizza?
Go on, Dan lad.
A large pizza can feed a family of 4.
Hey, boom! He's here all week, folks. He's here all week. I love that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Runcorn, yeah, it's only down the road. Yeah, been there loads of times. Ah, Krigus has arrived. Hello, Krigus, lad. How's it going?
Hi, Chris.
It's going great, Chris. Having a ball today. Babaptish. Yeah, is right. Yeah, we're having a ball here. We're just doing a test on me and Danny, and it's gone absolutely phenomenally well. Wouldn't you agree, Dan?
Mate, I've enjoyed it. I really have.
It's been a blast from start. It'll be finishing shortly because I have things to do. Unfortunately, I'd love to stay longer, but I do have things to do.
I have got a question though.
Go on then.
If we did this on a regular basis,
yeah.
Would you rather it be on Tony's channel, or would you like us to do a brand new channel just for our show?
Well, how about throw this one in the equation? How about we flip it about from my channel one week to your channel the next week?
The only problem I've got with that is I can't cast through my laptop at the moment.
Right. Okay. Well, until such time as then, because I don't know how regular it's going to be, as I say. If it's okay with you, we'll stick with this format for now. Once you get your thing, fine. Once you get your thing sorted, we'll flip it about from the MBK to the Tony's E-Cig stuff. Is that a deal?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Sounds, yeah. Because as I say, that way you get to broadcast and all your subbies get to see you, because they're not getting to see you on my channel, are they? Like, you know what I mean?
All my subs have been told on my Facebook channel anyway, so
right.
That's how I do. That's how I will get people across.
Sound. But as I say, when yours is up and running properly, we'll flip it about 1 week. One time yours, one time mine type thing, like, you know what I mean? What's this, Angus? What's you put? Oh, hang on. Chris Smith, you've seen that Gold TFE, mate? The new V10 coils, mate? No, I haven't, Chris. Have you, Danny?
V10 coil?
Yeah. No. I think I've heard. I haven't seen them. I've heard about it, though. Angus McFungus, try and Clapton wire in my RDA. Ramp up is slow. Back to the 22. Right. The thing is, Angus, Vaping with Vic done a review today on this mod called the Archon. I think it's called the Archon. And it's customizable as a vaping curve. And what that means is, you probably already know anyhow, but I'll just explain for people who maybe don't. It has a vaping curve. So on the Archon, you can set it, like say you've got like powerful coils that need loads of power at the beginning, but you don't want that loads of power all the way through. You can set the curve so it'll like sort of blast out, this is hypothetically, it'll blast out at 55 watts, say 75 watts for the first 5 seconds, then you can get it to drop back down to about 50 watts, and then 2 seconds later you can have it to ramp back up. Like, so basically what it is, you've got a constant then, so you can set your vape the way you want it, and that's the Archon. Vaping with Vic's just done a review on it. Check it out. He goes into it in more detail, but it's a cracking little idea for things which take a ramp up time, but you don't want that power in your face all the time. The curve that it allows you to do is spot on, you know.
So I'm just looking for them coils on what do you call it, Google, and I can't find them. They're not coming up.
Latest firmware for what, Angus? Oh right, Dan, can you do that on the RX now? Yeah, you can do the. We're talking about the vaping curve. You can do that now on the RX. Is that right?
Really?
I think that's what Dan's saying. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That would be fantastic. That. In fact, Archon's just lost a sale if that's the case. My limits are another problem. Yeah, see, this is the good thing about this. I say, Dan, we're learning stuff here today, mate. This is brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
This is absolutely brilliant, you know. Mike, are you still there? If you're still there, mate, just throw a Y in the chat box. Let me know you're still there.
So, who's going to be here tomorrow? 4 o'clock?
Good points. What I'll say is, if the people in chat, and there's quite a lot of you out there, if you fancy this tomorrow, me and Danny will be doing it all again tomorrow. Because I've just had a blast, Dan. I've had an absolute blast with this today.
I'm actually, we're doing this to get iron all the works out. I don't know, because Tony's doing all this from his end.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to do a different background and stuff for us.
The clue is just there below my finger. Yeah, this is what it is, isn't it, Dan?
Well, that background could just stay because I'm just a work in progress anyway.
Yeah, join the club, me too, yeah. In fact, it's not a bad background, to be honest with you. In fact, I'll tell you what, let's throw that out to the chat. Okay, chat, here's your time to shine. Do you want us to keep this background, or suggestions, not on a postcard, but in the chat box of what you might like to see, but keep it clean. No.
I actually like the name underneath, under construction.
That might be a good idea. You mean it as a running title for the chat show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that, yeah. Under construction is good.
Martin said he'll tune in if he can.
Superb, Martin. Nice
awesome.
One, mate. Excellent. So as I said, lads, and girls, I just threw out a little question there to chat. What do you think of the background behind me and Danny at the moment? Not in our rooms, on the actual XSplit background. You like the background, Dan? Thank you for that. Superb. Loving the
Michael's just put, loving the new format. Keep it up, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, Mike. Superb. Fantastic. I'll give you that $5 when I see you.
And if you do come and check us out tomorrow, guys, spam out the link so we can get some more interaction. Yeah,
wise words, Dan. Wise words. Yeah, if you guys, any of your mates, any of your pals out there, get them involved. I mean, the more the merrier. Am I right, Danny?
Yeah. I don't think we'll go on this long tomorrow.
Probably not. This has been like a roller coaster today, and it's been a very enjoyable roller coaster.
Tomorrow I have Fat Club. I have to go to Fat Club.
What, you want to put some weight on?
No, I'm trying to get weight off.
I couldn't resist that, mate.
I've lost 3.5 stone now in the last 14 weeks.
Well done, mate. I've lost £10. I think I fell down behind the couch, you know.
No, I think Michael's took it.
Yeah, he has, yeah. So, okay, Dan Lab likes the backgrounds. Any of you other guys out there want to give us your opinion on the backgrounds?
To be fair, that background does look pretty cool.
I didn't want to say that because I designed it, but I will take the kudos. You know.
Yes.
Thank you.
And for a show name, Under Construction.
Yeah. Once again, my idea, yes. And I'll take the kudos for that. But your idea.
Okay. But yeah, it sounds like a good name because this show is under construction at the minute. It's not even a show yet. Hopefully.
No. Although I haven't said that, for its first outing as a show, I think it's performed admirably. You know.
Yeah. We've probably only had 8 watchers, which we have now.
Yeah.
we appreciate everybody watching. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it is right.
Had a blast.
Yeah, I echo that sentiment entirely, Danny. Well said. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have a crack at it, and Friday. But as you say, it probably won't be as long as this one, because this has been a bit of a marathon. Don't you agree, Dan?
Yeah.
However,
we've talked about 3 weeks worth of content there, man.
I know we'll come on. We'll come on tomorrow. People will be expecting all this like chat, and me and you'll be like that.
Yeah.
The weather's nice.
It's pissing down here, mate.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have a kip of tea. It's raining.
We're gonna switch it tomorrow. You be the yam and I'll be the Liverpool lead.
Sound, let's hear your scouts then.
Well, that's all you're doing, really.
Well, we say more than like, come on, give us a bit more credit.
Like Scousers, innit?
You need what you need to do, get in a few I love chicken. Chicken is great. That's where you get your chicken.
I like chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
I can do it alright Irish accent, but I'm not going to offend anybody by doing it.
Well, I have a go with my Birmingham accents. It's not Birmingham, it's a yam accent actually. It's a yam, and I sort of speak a bit like that, you know.
How you started off, that was Brummie.
I know, I realised that, even I realised that, and then I switched gear like, I'm a man of many voices, all of them shite unfortunately, like, you know what I mean?
Man of many voices, master of none of them.
Yeah, they're all shite. I can do shite in many different accents, like, you know.
Chicken and a can of Coke.
Coke? Ooh, that was very 1860s Coke, you know. Yeah, chicken, and with like in it, you're halfway there, you know. Just throw a in there now and again.
I'll get a cold first and I'll try it.
Oh, ouch, you know, he's going for the juggler now. He's going for the juggler. Listen,
that's Black Country.
Listen, Silla's gone. Oh, I thought you were talking about Silla. Ta-da, as in ta-da a bit. Ta-da a bit, I'll have a kip of tea if that's alright.
I think I'm going to be more prepared tomorrow and actually have drinks set up.
Do you know what? You're right, because I mean, today I've had a gob on me like Gandhi's flip-flop because I forgot to prepare. I didn't bring any drink up with me at all, like, so hence the little like sort of off-camera sessions. Apologies to everyone for that, like, but my gob had gone, you know. Well, I tell you what, Dan, I don't know about you, mate. How long we been on now?
3 hours and 45 minutes.
And
2 hours.
2 hours, 41 minutes, 26 seconds, 7 years and 4 weeks, I think.
Today in the Big Brother house.
Yeah. Tony and Danny were evicted for talking shite.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello, the Irish are back. That was Captain Pugwash. I don't know what's got to do with Ireland, like, you know what I mean?
I reckon that should cut it down, mate.
I think so. All I can say at this juncture is, Danny, thank you very much for joining me, and chat, thank you even more so for joining us. And can I also add a little caveat and say thanks to Kelvin Guys for his cameo appearance.
Yes, thank you.
That was very good. So guys out there in the chat,
we'll get more in as the time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, we might drag a few more celebs on, you never know. Guys in the chat, there's a guy called Kelvin Guy Reviews. Subscribe to his channel, you won't be disappointed, by the way.
It is a good idea.
Go on.
Your family member Michael has just put up in chat. What about reviewing the same products so we can get a different perspective? That might be a...
Yeah, it's interesting, and in a sense we've sort of done that if you think about it, because I've just put up a review today for strawberries and cream and lemon lush by the...
doing it live.
Live. Yeah, live is a good idea. The reality of it is the logistics and stuff might not work, but it's one to think about. We'll have
a think about it.
Under construction, that idea.
Yeah.
See what I've done there?
Yeah. What we can do as well, Tone,
yeah,
and I'll throw this out in front of chat as well, we can have a meet up on VC once a week and sort out what we're going to do on the show.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Dan. What we'll do, we'll pretend we're professionals and we'll have an itinerary, yeah?
Yes.
Because, believe it or not, folks, and you're going to laugh now, this has been completely ad hoc tonight. It's been total ad lib, hasn't it, Dan?
It's just improv.
Improv, yeah, improv. Yeah. Oh, I say, there's no thespian on the channel called Danny who likes to do a bit of improv, don't you know? But yeah, that's right.
Thank you for the guys in chat who's made the show today and what it is. For our first show, I couldn't have wished for anything better, to be honest.
Snap, I echo that sentiment. Thanks, Martin. Thank you. Dan Lab, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Michael Jones, thank you in anticipation of you saying it's been a great show, even though you only come in for the last 5 minutes. I can say that he's family.
Yeah.
But everyone, you could just blow vape at each other's faces. Right, you ready, Dan? We'll have a go at that one, see if we can do it live, okay?
It just look like the blowing to them. So that worked.
I've got to say, yeah, Dan Lab, I've got to say, we acted upon that immediately, and to be honest with you, it was shite TV. We won't be doing that one again. No, Dan Lab, Grace, I'm only joking with you, mate. I'm only pulling your leg. I couldn't resist that one. So, listen, Danny, what do you reckon, mate? So we're going to wrap it up there. We're going to say good night to each other and to the chat.
Yes, mate, I would say so. I'd just like to say a big thanks to all you guys in chat once again. Thank you for watching. Me and Tony both do appreciate it. Thank you for the input that you have put into our show. That's what we want. We want interaction, and it's been absolutely fantastic. Yeah,
really, Danny, you're very articulate. Pretty much said what I wanted to say there. So I can't really sort of make a better statement than what Danny's just said. Thank you all. It means the world to us. If you want to bring some people along with you next time, the more the merrier, folks. You're more than welcome, you know. This will be available to watch later on if you want to watch all this rubbish again. And as I say, we're thinking of doing like a regular thing. I won't labour the points because you've probably all heard this before. We're going to try and make this a more regular cadence. But for this week, we're testing the water big time. So we're going to be here tomorrow and we're going to be here Friday. Hopefully formulating things to get them looking professional. Not much hope of that, Dan.
Not with me, yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't like to say that, but you're right.
You might just rob stuff.
Yeah, ow! Mike, your family, get down to that Yam land and sort him out, will you? So folks, okay, Dan, I'll do my goodbye first, if you don't mind, then you can do your goodbye, then we'll wish them all a good night. So once again, folks, we're labouring the point. From the bottom of my heart, and I think I'm speaking for Danny as well, thank you very much indeed for your input. It's been fantastic, and hopefully you can join us tomorrow and Friday because we're hammering it until we get the routine right. Then hopefully it'll be maybe a fortnightly event or something like that, but we'll keep you all informed. So thanks very much, guys, and over to you, Dan.
Yeah, and from me, guys, and as I always say this at the end of all my reviews, let your claims be fruitful.
Well said, Dan, well said. So on that one, as I always say, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. So once you see the smoke, you know it's going to end. So hang on, I bollocks that up, didn't I? I've got to say it. See, Danny, you're working with a rank amateur here. I'm sorry about that, mate. Right, okay, I'll start that again. Okay, so I'm going to love yous and leave yous, chaps. See yous all soon.
Thanks, guys.